to Marant's Rants, no advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertow, that knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You're pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence, know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all, the wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight back and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow simians, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to Marant's Rants. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Henry the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC, a superstition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to Marant's Rants. 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 Welcome to Marant's Rants.
What's up? Welcome back. Shout out to David watching in DHS. Damn, bro, that's the hood. That's the hood. If people don't know, that's the hood. Goodness gracious. That's America's top 10 worst cities, bro. I don't know if you know. It's like, there's like Chicago, Memphis, Birmingham, Baltimore. I'll throw in Portland. I'll throw in I don't know, Seattle, maybe Frisco, but no, definitely San Bernardino and DHS. Oh my God, bro, I grew up out there. Anyway, every other weekend, hanging out with Mama. Anyway, love you, Mom, bro. Everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to Marant's Rants. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. Flooded the internet with some short videos right now. I was filming all morning, looking for content. I was like, all right, I'll make that video. All right, there you go. Give him another gem. Last night I did a video. Woo! Ready for the warrants. Oh, we're going to go over that. We're going to go over some good info about warrants today. This is stuff you guys want to know. I know. Trust me. I want to know it too. We got some good contributors to the show. First, let's give a shout out to all the real contributors. The Team 51, the Diamond-Handed Investors, and the GME Elitists. Those are all the levels of membership with our crew. I want to thank you guys in advance for supporting the show the way you do. Keeps me upright. Keeps me right here. Keep it going, grinding. They took down one of my platforms. It's okay. We know why they did it. I know Jay sent me a video. He's very excited. I already saw that video like 2 to 3 days ago. I am aware of who is buying TikTok. I am aware of how they censor people. Like I told you guys, I had a messenger once come up to me, a dude I did not know. This has happened to me plenty of times in my life now that I've been streaming on YouTube. And they walked up to me and said, Marantz, I love your content. I love your show. I love what you do. Me and my friends watch you. Please never use this word or this name or this, never refer to this group. And they told me. And it was a fine line that I'm walking because I expose private equity, and private equity is just, hey, it's just money. It's a faceless enemy. But when you start naming countries and you start naming people and their ideology, well, then guess what? Now you're going to get attacked and you're going to get shunned. You're going to get quieted. Absolutely. If you heard Bibi Netanyahu, the actual president, prime minister, whatever the hell you want to call him, of Israel, he just recently came out and said, the most valuable asset to the world is TikTok. It's social media. And why? Because you want to control the narrative. You want to control the information. And this is how you mold the world that we live in. I know it. I live it. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen the misdirection. I've seen the facade. And the more you know, ignorance is not bliss. The more you know, it is bliss. But if the more you know, you are scared, you are detached, and you are absolutely paranoid. Because if you're not paying attention to the bread and the circus, well, then you're really seeing what Rome's doing to you, aren't you? And that's what's happening today, and that's why you have a channel, that's why we have a platform. But if that were the case, if all narratives pushed through social media were true, if everything you saw in mainstream media was true, then they would take away your guns, because the idea of taking away guns, hello, people, is that they kill and criminals have guns and they'll give them up. But guess what? If I took away my license, am I still going to not kill people with a car? Are people still not going to drive? I'm just asking little simple questions, because it's okay to talk about sex as adults, but if we do it at work, we get, you might get in trouble. Not me personally, never done this talk. But if you do it in school, elementary kids, it's okay. The teachers don't get fired. That was my point. Teachers can talk to the kids about sex. They can talk to the kids about gender, but if they talk to their coworkers, they would get fired. Am I clear on this? Are we okay on this? Because apparently that's a society that I live in. And there are two types of people in this world. I want to make this very clear. There are GameStop investors, and there are people that wish they were. Those are the two types of people in this world. Just like I know Tony De Niro was live last night talking about he's bullish on GameStop. I didn't watch the show. There's two types of people in this world, Tony. There's Marantz Rants viewers, and there's Tony De Niro. You can't be both. Because one's like an MSN dad, and one's a Fox News dad. And I'll let you know which one you are. Can you imagine if your dad watched MSN? Imagine if you're an investor and you watch Tony De Niro, you walk around and go, hey, man, where'd you get all that good info? Oh, guys, you guys got to watch this guy. He's magnificent. He's on fire. He knows everything. What's his name? Tony De Niro. Hello there, boys and girls. I just want to tell you I'm extremely bullish. It's huge. It's going to be huge. I just love this. What are you? The gay Donald Trump? Get out of here, Tony. Stop talking about GameStop like it's a good investment. I can't take it. I can't. Boom, bang my head on the wall every time you say it. Then you bring in these speakers, these people to the show who talk shit just last year. I don't forget. You guys made a parody song about me because I said GameStop's going to go up and to the right. And you can't say that. Now you bitches are saying it, aren't you? Don't you know how we feel about you? Don't you know how I feel about that? I sit here and I'm seething. I'm doing dishes and shit. Bro, I was cleaning the whole house last night. Just cleaning the dishes. I'm like, are these guys really out there doing live streams together, joined by the hip saying AMC to the moon? And the same token, GameStop's so bullish. Oh my God, I just want to have it. You know, funny thing, Tony, about clubs. I go to nightclubs a lot. You know, they open up the rope. I walk in because I belong there. I've proven myself for years. I'm a dancing machine to play the music. I can request a song, the DJ plays it the next song. I don't even got to wait. That's how it works. And then you're outside the club, right? Like Chris Brown says, they talking about they can't even get in. Dude, they hate from outside the club. It's called borders. It's called boundaries. It's funny. Funny, they have boundaries around everything in the world. Nightclubs, sporting events, countries. And it's okay to keep people out of clubs and sporting events, but when it comes to the country, it's not okay. When it comes to the stock, it's not okay. You're a gatekeeper, Marantz. Maybe I'm just a protector. Maybe I'm just a protector of things. Maybe I spit too much truth. Maybe I talk a little bit. Maybe you guys read between the rows here. Are you guys reading the room real quick? Go ahead, pace around. We're going to talk about some investments today. But it's just me. I'm just like, I can explain away all these guys. You know what happened? There was this Connect the Dots video that I did years ago. And I had got it. It got sent to me again. They said, Marantz, you should read. You should watch what you said. You should read it. Watch it again. Can't believe you said this. It really happened that way. And I was like, yeah, really happened that way. Because it was kind of crazy. I was actually talking about Golfsmith. I want you guys to know about this. Golfsmith was a company that went bankrupt via Sue Gove. She was a CEO at the time. And she force-fed it over to Dick's Sporting Goods. And I was like, oh, that explains it. Dick's is like Costco, but Dick's is for sporting goods and shoes, apparel, sports apparel, everything. They're taking that corner of the market because Costco can only be so big. You know, Costco gets to take down every other market, all these little mom and pop retail brands, and then they get to force you into their 13%, 12% markup, and that's it, wholesale pricing. So either you're going to be Walmart, make your own private label, and push out the actual brands, but at a cutthroat price, because that's what Costco gets to do. They leverage their following, their militia, their army, the people, the members, for the pricing. Well, now you are going to bankrupt every company out there just by attrition, right? Like you're going to beat everybody over time. Dick's Sporting Goods, same way. So I was calling it. I said Golfsmith. That's what happened. Dick's Sporting Goods carved them out. Hilco and I forget the other one. It was some leveraging company for the inventory, but it didn't matter. I was like, this is what's really happening to Bed Bath & Beyond right now. They're going to get leveraged out, and those products are going to be sold elsewhere. Well, then you saw Foot Locker recently, as of last month. Thank you, Freddie, to say F. Wow. Holy shit. What? Whoa. Is that real? Oh my God. Thank you, Freddie. God is amazing. You're amazing. Life is amazing. Yes, I'm mad about the TikTok thing. I know Jay's mad about it too. Jay texts me. That's right. Fuck them. Fuck TikTok. Yeah, bro. You know what they did to me? You know how it happened? And all I did was make a video asking questions. But Freddie's the man. That's amazing, Freddie. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate your support over all these years. Back to what I was saying. The idea was that these companies carve out certain companies, I call them category killers, and then they take over those categories. So you won't see them any longer, right? We don't see Radio Shack because their whole company has been kicked over and brought out in little sections of maybe in the middle aisle of a Costco, right? You know, everything you ever wanted there. So Freddie is the man. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Freddie is. I never saw that. Hey, can I give a special shout? Hey, Freddie, I can't outpace you, right? Like that. That's a crazy investment, and I love you for it. But I can't talk down on El Kabong. I don't know if you guys know who El Kabong is, but El Kabong sends me food for Tito, okay, and Levy. Okay, El Kabong sends me dog treats for my dogs, bro, and I love it. He sends a letter in there too. I read the letter. Don't get me wrong, but it's you guys are awesome, bro. He's like, hey, Marantz, I want to send you something. So okay, and he used to send big old tomahawk sticks, and now this is awesome, dude. Don't worry, Tito's getting these today. So I just want to point that out. But here's the thing, okay? All those videos were correct back then. I'm gonna do another one today, a connect the dots, but I'm not gonna cut it up as connect the dots. I'm gonna give it to you live right now with you guys, okay? Because I have an opinion about the way two companies are running, and one, it's blatant, it's very obvious to me, and I want to talk about value as well on that. And then another one is a bigger company that's making stupid decisions, and we're going to talk about that. So we're going to talk about two companies today. Let me see what I wrote down here. It says Marantz Rants viewers versus Tony De Niro viewers. That's what I wrote. Literally, that's what the paper says, and it says Marantz Rants and Tony De Niro. The difference. We all know what the difference is. It's okay. Yell at your dogs. Okay, yeah, there you go. Hey, what's up, Jamie Holders? What's up, Marantz? What's up? Life is good. Life is good. If you guys are paying attention to GameStop, currently trading at $27.78. Did touch over $28 in the pre-market, way up there, still running. Shout out to Tito, guarding the fort. Stay away from neighborhood chicken heads. Yeah, he's indoors these days. He's hanging out with me a lot. Tito is, and thank you, El Kabong, for the good vibes and the letter. I read them all. I pay attention to everything. I need to pick me up after yesterday. I was really let down yesterday by some things, and I'm still going through some stuff, but I'm gonna be okay. My wife came home, made dinner, killed it, and she made me a little salad, made me some pasta. You guys don't know about my wife's pasta. She does her meat is spicy, and then she has her pasta, and then she puts cheeses and this spicy arrabbiata sauce. All right, it's like Italian stuff. It's very spicy sauce, and so it makes your whole meal spicy. And then she cools it off with this nice salad on the side. And it's a homemade salad where she dices up everything herself. Cucumbers, tomatoes, lettuce. She sprinkles in her own pepper, her own lemon. Like, it's crazy the way she does it. And yeah, I was eating good last night. But not too much. I didn't get too fat on it. I have leftovers today to eat. And I feel good about that. So I won't have to spend money for the next week on that. But let's talk about some headlines, guys. Let's talk about some really good stuff going on in the world of GameStop. People want to talk about it, so let's go talk about it. First, let's go ahead and look at the website itself. So the website was trading at around 2,300 cards. Right now, they have, let's see, GameStop's PSA graded cards. They're sitting at 23, right? 2360. It's a good amount of cards, meaning we're getting through them. Who's this? Kevin Green. Why would I ever want a Kevin Green rookie card? Is that not even a rookie card? PSA 10. Perfectly cut card. Like, who would want this crap? Just because the cut is right? Because those cards back then weren't cut correctly. It was trash. I never knew how much that mattered. I'll go to some of these PSA graded cards. They're now graded. Oh yeah. Let's look at this together. Oh baby. Oh guys, drum roll. I have no idea. I got 4 cards graded. Wish me luck. Oh. I got a 10. Oh, babe. Oh, shit. Woo. Man, okay, so this was a 9. This was a 9. All right, let me write down these numbers. Hold on. So this one was a 9. Remember this. My idea is to give these away or trade them into GameStop because I don't need them. They need inventory, not me. There's 121 population at this level. Ooh, man. Can't wait to check out the value on these cards. Oh, good card right there. This one was a 9 as well. I needed a 10 out of these cards. I needed a 10 right there, man. How's that not a 10, bro? I needed a 10. That one would have been worth $300, $400. Oh, I'm so mad. So mad. But hey, that's pretty good. Pretty good. 9. Another 9 right here. Man, I needed 10s, dude. I can't believe they gave me 9s. That's a good card. This card's good raw, believe it or not. Better raw than the 9. And so the estimate is $50. See? 50.21. So that's probably what they're going to give me. The other ones give me an estimate? I didn't see that. I didn't see an estimate on here. Let's see. No estimate? Let me see. Nope, no estimate. So maybe they don't want the 9, bro. Oh, man. But they definitely gave me an estimate on this one, $50. Not bad. Now my baby. Ooh, got a 10. Got a 10. This is my first 10 ever, guys. I opened up that pack right there. Oh, hey, guys, $260. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. $260 on this card I sent in. It cost me $6 for the pack. It cost me $20, whatever it was, to get it graded. And it's worth $260. Oh. Woo! Man, I'm so excited. Oh, shit. GameStop. Killing it, folks. Killing it. 89 is the other number. Oh, my God. Woo! Hey, send me the cards. Tell me when they're ready to get picked up. Oh, my God. I got some money there. I got some money waiting. Honey, I got some money. Woo! Let's see. Let's see what we can do. Let's see. Can I do this? No. I want to do. How can I find the value? Can they tell me the value? Oh man. Oh man, my heart. Oh man. Get an estimate right there. Okay, let's type these in. Let's see what they tell me. Okay. So 128127092. Let's see, do they even want it? It says card details. So they would give me $10 for that card. Ariana Ultra Rare. $10. Nah. I know the truth. I know the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help you God. 91. Let's see. What will they give me? This one, they will give me $45. So this is going to be the Black Star promo Prismatic 9. I definitely will not be giving that up for $45. That one as a 10 is worth $300, $400. 45, no. I can't do it. Sorry, GameStop. I'd love to give you the card, but I can't. Let me check out the 89 first. Next one. 89. They're willing to give me $33. I won't take the 33. Not on a 9. No, I'm going to hang on to this. I'm going to hang on. I don't know. I'm not going to give it. I might just give that one away. Give it away to a kid or something. That's what I like to do anyway. A lot of these I might just give away. This one, oh baby. It's the number one chase card in the set now. It's been told. I've been told. Look at that. It's gone up in so much value, dudes. Look at that damn bad boy. They're willing to give me $200, bro. Oh, my God. Oh, baby. Oh, GameStop. You did it, babe. I'm sorry. Woo. Man. Good news. Freddie Bauer's been a member for 4 months. Fall forward, Morantz. Never falls backwards. Correct. Always. Hi, all. To all usual subs. Yeah, that's pretty good, bro. All the usual subs. Cool, man. Whew, shit. All right, I'm out of breath, bro. You guys don't know, I get excited about the cards, man. Hey, Anthony, make sure you show AJ and let him see the ratings. I know he's a little bummed out on his, but I'm not bummed. I mean, yeah, that's my guy anyway. All right, so I want to talk about Five Below, okay? So pay attention to Five Below. Right now, stock price 155.18 a share. Not a big float, not a lot of market cap, but I want to talk about it in a way. Okay, they named 2 new people. So they have a new CFO and a new CMO. So really crazy to me, right? I don't like it when they change out people for no reason. Is a company failing? Obviously not, allegedly. But who'd they bring in? They brought in Daniel Sullivan, a CFO, and Michelle Israel. I guess that's how you say her name. I don't know. CMO. I got a thing with Israel right now. Okay, so that's who's coming into the company. And I'd like to thank Ken Bull, who's the COO, for his partnership and stepping in to lead the interim CFO position. Cool, whatever. Where did they come from? So Mr. Sullivan, just so that we're clear, he comes from Party City. Okay? Now, I have a big problem with this. If he's a Party City guy, and Party City already went bankrupt, why are you bringing him in? You know how I feel about this, guys. I pay attention. He's been a CFO for 35 years. And if he was so great, he's not bouncing around from company to company to company, and Party City went bankrupt. The next person, Miss Israel, comes in 35 years, Macy's and Bloomingdale's. I've already told you the track record on this. 35 years. Go back 35 years on the company. That's 1991, 1990. That means right when they were going bankrupt. If you don't remember, they went bankrupt in 94. So if this is where you came from, this is what you know, this is what you do, I have a big problem with it. I do. You don't leave a company you've been with for 35 years to go over to Five and Below and to do what exactly? Get it carved up and ready to go? I want to explain value for Five and Below too versus GameStop. You guys know GameStop's numbers? If not, I'll remind you, okay? But Five and Below market cap is $8 billion. Their revenue is $4 billion. So they sell more money than GameStop, more product, more revenue. And their market cap is smaller, but that I'll tell you why, and I'll show you why. But their net income is $273. So even though they have more revenue, they have less income than GameStop, right? Cool. Their PE ratios are in the 30s, just like GameStop, very equivalent. But here's the problem. With you having PE ratios in the 30s and your price is at 156, you want to go ahead and look at financials. I want you to go to ratios and just go straight to it. Go to book. They're trading at 4 times book, guys. 4.5 times book. If GameStop traded at 4.5 times book, they'd be a $60 stock. They'd be a $50 stock. I apologize. So why is GameStop not $50? Why does GameStop trade at 2x book while these guys are allowed to trade at 4.5? Guess what? They're giving multiples because they're a good company, right? I mean, they have good fundamentals. They have good numbers. That's the multiple, 4.5. Why is GameStop not giving 4.5? And GameStop has a lot more than what these guys do. I'll explain. I know the revenue growth is there at 23%. That looks like a good thing to some people, considering they're building more buildings. I'll give you the example. Five Below has built 83 new buildings in the last year, 45 this year. So they already built 120 new buildings easy in the last 2 years. So the revenue should go up. Profits are going up. I saw gross profit go up. Operating income is up. Versus Christmas, I get it, but you still are great quarter to quarter. Those are still solid numbers. Granted, they don't have the interest. They don't have the cash that GameStop does. So these guys are standing out at 42 million, 40 million. Obviously not 168 million like GameStop. Massive number for GameStop. I know that. But as I go through, I want to look at margins. They have good gross profit margin. Ops margin is on par. Profit margin, not good. And free cash flow margin, not good. This is not GameStop. GameStop does it even in their off months, off periods, right? If you can only do it during Christmas, this is what you do during Christmas, then you need to be able to do it all the time. Not just one quarter of the year, but every quarter. That's the difference for GameStop versus most. We know this moving forward. The other part about this balance sheet, GameStop has $8 billion, $8.7 billion, and $9.2 billion with Bitcoin mixed in. If this damn phone's going to keep going off all day, bro. These guys just keep, and I can't keep it on silent because I'm expecting phone calls, but I have no choice. This is annoying the hell out of me. People can call me later. Ridiculous, bros. I get messages all damn night. Okay, so their cash is $670 million. GameStop, we know, 9, approaching 11 billion, whatever it may be. So obviously, they're never going to be on par on that end. So where's the value given? Why is value given to these guys 4x times their book versus GameStop only 2x. Doesn't make sense, right? I'm with you 100%. Total assets of $4.6 billion. And you know what's the crazy part is they traded double their assets. Double their assets is their market cap. If GameStop had double their assets, it'd be a $20 billion company. I just want to put that out there. Liabilities are there. You come out, shoulder equity, $1.9 billion. Not a lot. When you think about it, net cash, they're actually negative. And additionally, when I think about net cash being negative and their book value being 34 of 59, it's just a very small float. They don't have much going for them. Retained earnings is super high, $1.7 billion. You should be so much better, my opinion. My opinion, and you should be, GameStop has a positive retained earnings, right? I just want to tell you. So look at this. Same level. Everything's equal to GameStop, essentially, except they're not trading at 2 times book. If they were trading at 2 times book, the price would be, like GameStop is, okay? Their price would be $70. $70 a share if they were trading at GameStop's book value. Think about that. I think about it all the time. It's not fair. It's not fair that companies that are trading out CFOs and CMOs and showing instability and everything they got going, they get a premium, not GameStop, right? Here's Dave Portner. Here's your boy.
Hey, DDTG people, you know who I had a call with? And I'm thinking of doing an interview with, and I don't really know how to do them. I wanted to get this guy on DDTG, but he doesn't want to go on when the market's open or closed because he doesn't want to influence the buying. But you know who would people be interested? Ryan Cohen, GameStop CEO. Talked to him for about 15 minutes the other day. It's like, yeah, I still would be curious on looking back on the whole meme stop saga, your thoughts on it. I'm sure he's been interviewed on it before, but there's still lots I don't know. Probably a pretty interesting interview. I don't know where I'd put it. He doesn't want it to be like during live hours. Hey, DDTG people, you know.
So there's Dave Portner, our resident paper hands, wants to do an interview with Ryan Cohen, and he's asking his people if it's a good idea. Okay. Ryan, I love it that he says, hey, I don't want to do it during market hours. He's very aware of what his presence can do, will do, and if they manipulate the price of the stock, people would blame Ryan during market hours. Do it on a Friday, then everybody gets to sit there and think about it all weekend. Do it on Sunday night, get ready for the market in the morning. But we know that Ryan Cohen wants to get out there in front of the camera coming up, even if it's a little interview, because warrants are done. Today's the last day, the cutoff day. I tried to call T. Rowe Price. It didn't work out, so I missed it. I missed my window. I wanted to get an additional 100 warrants. That was my plan. My plan was to buy 1,000 shares, and I couldn't do it because I'm on a cutoff line. I'm on a date, so I was just going to try to get a little dirty. But no, it didn't happen. So we're waiting, and that's okay. I'm okay with it. But as far as the interview goes, who cares, Dave? We don't care. We don't care what Ryan says to you and what you have to say about it. You act oblivious. You act dumb. You pump out bullshit. You're constantly pumping out other terrible stocks and Kraken and crypto, and you're just a darling of the moment. So obviously GameStop's going to be top of the moment right now, and that's what you're finding out by them talking about it. And GameStop's coming, bros. It's going to be a thing, and everyone's going to come FOMO running back in. I was playing League of Legends this morning while I was doing research for the show, and a guy in the chat was like, hey, man, love your channel. That's what he said to me. And I was like, wow, I didn't know. You know, my name is Marantz Rants YT. Obviously, that means YouTube for some people who know. And he goes, love your channel, bro. Bought in on GameStop at $41, sold at $310. Thanks for holding the bag for me. That's what he said to me. And I was like, oh, cool story. Like, I didn't even care. I was like, whatever. And then he goes, I made $80K, bro, 5 years ago. And I was like, oh, cool. Didn't care. Didn't ask a question. Didn't say anything. I didn't even react. I was like, cool story. I don't care about the stories they tell you about how much they've made on investments, how much they made on this one, that one, everything they always want to do. And then they never show receipts or they never want to talk about the details of the trade. That's okay. I don't care. I don't want to know it anyway. I'm really good over here. I'm in the most zen state I've ever been in my life. I know what's coming. I know it's coming to us. I know it's coming for us. And I know how I'm going to react to it. If I got to shut off my phone, if I got to hide in a hotel, if I got to grab the family and put them in safety and hire a security outside my front door, I already thought about it all, guys. I already got it all. I'm already planning it all out. Contingency plan, locked and loaded, ready to go. Locked and loaded. ready to go because I think GameStop's going to do it. I really do. I really think we're going to move. I think we're going to have this moment in our lives, and it's going to be magnificent. I think GameStop's going to crumble the markets. I think these banks are over leveraged with swaps from GameStop. I think if you saw what was reported and what we've talked about, and I'm going to show a lot of this to you guys. Okay, we're going to go over a lot of this info. The thing was that people have this new AI, okay? And these new AI tools are analyzing all the data for you. You don't have to do anything yourself. And I don't know how to use any of this stuff. I let other content creators use it. But the stuff that I'm reading is blowing my mind. Blowing my mind. Hey, what's this going to be worth? Hey, what's this going to do? Hey, what was GameStop? Is it no, has not closed. No, it stretched people thin. Like the guy who made a video, I saw a video yesterday. And I sent it to Jay right away. And I don't even think it has any views. Okay, it has like no views at all. It's a very boring video. Okay, like it's very boring. The guy's dry. But he started talking about GameStop. Somebody in the chat actually wrote it on a comment and said, Marantz, I want to see your reaction to this video. What do you have to say about it? He started talking about it on the short position side and how the shorts never closed. And he's using Perplexity, the AI tool, and he's punching in all this data. And I don't even know how he was doing it. He was just throwing stuff in there. Next thing you know, boom. It's like, yo, they're in trouble. They're in trouble. And I was like, this is awesome. This is awesome. Then my boy Trove, shout out to Trove. Trove has a lot of free time on his hands right now. The Trove is hitting me up. And I'm going to fully endorse this idea. Trove wants to make a book. He wants to put together a book via the transcripts. He's using the core of the book and the way they're doing it, the way he's writing it, is from transcripts from Connect the Dots, the miniseries that we built on this channel. I don't know how he's going to publish it. I don't know how it's going to get done. I don't know what we need to redact. I don't know who we need to do anything with. I'm just saying I support whatever Tro's doing, and I hope he gets paid for his hard work. And, there's a lot of good info there on Connect the Dots. If you guys have never seen Connect the Dots, if you've never read it, go to it and watch it. And if you have watched it, watch it again. It'll blow your mind when you sit there. I bought it at $5, sold at $400, bought it at $10, sold at $500. I made $5 trillion. Trust me, bro. Meow. I trust you. How high you think is going to go? Good question. Link it. Link the video. Yeah, just give me a second. I'm going to get to it. It's time. AE Lawn Care. TikTok. Yeah, man. That was me. I wanted to know what you thought. Fox, I think it possibly could be very big. I think this could be very big. I don't remember how I got to the video, bro. I'm going to find out right now. I'm going to go check out my history and try to pull it up so we can watch it. It's always the guy you suspect the most. Now there's a good video about somebody. GameStop hits $28. Write these 15-day options. Go, Jimmy. Thanks. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. We're going to write those 15-day options. This fucking guy, bro. I can't with people like this. Let me see. View your channel. Oh, no, I got it right here. History. Okay, so the history of what it was. It's called Shorts Never Close.
Welcome to this video.
GameStop, the requel. Okay, we're going to watch it in a minute. We're actually going to watch the thing. We'll watch it, but let me do all these other updates, okay? And then we'll watch it together, and I'll narrate what I can about it so that some of you guys can get caught up. Because a lot of you guys won't know what he's talking about. And I'll give you the background behind it, okay? So thank you so much, Gabriel. REK, the GameStop requel is the video. Yeah, I have it. I have it locked and loaded. Before I do that, let me show you a couple more things before we do it, okay? But we are going to watch it right now. Here's the website. This is a new page. I don't know where they got this graph from. I don't agree with it. The red line's GameStop versus all the Mag 7, and it's about total record holders. The amount of people that hold the stock. This can't be true, okay? But ydrs.org just puts this out there saying there's 200,000 record holders for GameStop. That could be true, but to say that there's not more than 140,000 people that own all the rest of the Max 7. That's just not true. It's just not. I'm sorry. I don't know where this guy comes up with his numbers, but I'll leave it alone. And but they want to sensationalize charts. Let them build a chart. This was pretty cool. Okay, so this guy right here is Brian Cornell. Okay, Brian Cornell is a guy that I have not been a fan of. You guys have known that I've talked about Target for years. He's been the CEO. I didn't like the way Target, their controls are situated. They allow for 1% of shrink. That's $1 billion loss on product alone. But they've since fixed some things, but Brian Cornell is going to be out. He already announced he'll be leaving the company. And why didn't I like him? I didn't like him for numerous reasons. I didn't like him because he's from Yum Brands. He's from Michaels. He's from all the private equity squeeze that they've done over the last 20 years, 25 years. That's his track record. And so he's made the wrong decision every time on purpose. Well, what Target did, Target announced that this individual by the name of Michael Fiddle, it looks like Fidelic, something like that. I call him Fiddle, right? Michael Fiddle, because like Fiddlesticks, my favorite guy, used to be one of my favorite guys on League of Legends. Anyway, he's a Target guy, okay? 21 years, 22 years, just Target. He's finance, director of finance, business intelligence, store operations, store director, vice president of pay and benefits, senior vice president of financial planning and analysis, senior vice president of merchandising capabilities, senior vice president of operations, executive vice president and CFO, now executive vice president and COO. Well, you're the chief operating officer, and now you've been announced you're going to be the new CEO. Guess what happened, guys? Guess what happened? Now we know that Brian's out of here, okay? And we know that this guy is coming in. He's going to be the guy, and he's the right pick for CEO. He really is. If he's done all of this for all these years, like he's been grinding and grinding and grinding, you go, you know what? He's prepped. He's ready. He knows the company. Awesome. He's been there since 2003 as a finance intern. Now he's a CEO. Okay, he might know how to run the company. I'll tell you something. Somebody doesn't want him to. Because as the headline reads, activist investor wants Target's Brian Cornell completely out. They want him out now. And they're also, the activist investors at Target are saying this too, that they're under pressure due to the signing of the poor quarterly returns business. Right here, he would be stepping down and the transition would come in. But on Wednesday, the accountability board, an activist investor with an undisclosed stake in Target, filed a shareholder proposal on an independent board chair policy at Target. The proposal did not suggest any candidates for the role. They are not ready to put this guy in place. They had their guy. He's terrible. The board finally gets and goes, okay, you're out of here. They don't want Michael Fiddlesticks. They don't want Michael Fiddlesticks because they don't want a real Target guy in place. They want one of their guys in place. You have to remember what they're doing. This is activist investing 101. This is private equity leveraging 101. Get ready for Target to start making some really bad decisions. 5 and below and Target are on my radar, without a doubt. Now, Target is trying to be good. They're trying, but I don't think they can. I think these activist investors are deep, and the fact that they don't want to name them, that's bullshit. Come on out, tell me how you really feel, and tell me what you think I should be doing with my company, and or you come do it yourself. The grifter masked investor is back on GameStop trying to sell his Discord trash. TMI? You talking about TMI? Yeah. What is it called? The mass investor? I just call him not that much information. That much, yeah. And not that much information. Cool. All right, we're gonna watch this video, guys. If you're a GameStop junkie, this video is for you. If you are not a GameStop junkie, it's going to be boring, but I'm going to make it not so boring because I'm going to help you. I'm going to walk you through the timeline. I'm going to walk you through the info of what he's saying. Ready, set, blow.
Welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be talking about the GameStop recall. You heard that right, the GameStop recall, and I'm not talking about this event here. I'm talking about what's to come next. Yeah, so this is a GameStop chart on the 5-year. It's pretty crazy. You can see we had this gigantic move here until they turned off the buy button, and then we've been cycling ever since to get killed in mid 2022, only to come back in 2024 and repeating this process all the way again. And I'm just going to quickly run through some charts that look very similar. So here's costs. Very, very similar thing. Jan 2021, you got May, you got July. And then there's AMC, another similar stock, but this one, RIP, too many dilutions. Before I begin, I just want to make it clear that what the official reported numbers were. So I've taken this exactly from the staff report coming from SEC themselves. And at that time, we saw that GameStop had reached about 122.97%. And we had other stocks like Bed Bath & Beyond, 66%. So we already know there were way more shares shorted than existed, right? We knew that. And what happened is, if we look back at this period, just running some math, I'm just going to open Perplexity real quick and show you guys the numbers. So where were we before? Like, how many outstanding shares did we have and how many total shorted shares we had? Going over that, you see the outstanding shares at that time of Jan 2021 were 67.5 million. And then the short percent outstanding was 140%. And this number is like disputed. I mean, there's many different sources, like FINRA that show 300% of the float. There's many high numbers, but let's just take 140% here, and then see what that number comes to today. So if you take a look at the outstanding shares, which was 67.5 million at the time, that would mean we have about 94.5 million shares shorted. All right, so these two numbers are important. We got 94.5 million and we got 67.5, so let's say shorted, and then we got 67.5 outstanding. All right, so now if you were to run these numbers, right, is GameStop still shorted? Where are we sitting at? Let's take a look at that. So coming to this page here, towards the end, you can see here that they kind of, like, the SEC kind of tried to go over this research on what triggered the short squeeze, and ultimately what it came down to is this. So you can see here it says Figure 6 shows a run-up in GME stock price coincided with buying by those with short positions. All right, so far it sounds like shorts were covering, and that is what is causing the price to go up, right? Then it says clearly, however, it also shows that such buying was a small fraction of overall buy volume, and what GME share prices continued to be high after the direct effects of covering short position would have waned, right? So here, I mean, the SEC has pretty clearly stated that although the initial increase was due to shorts covering, everything else was not. That was just a small, tiny fraction of the volume that we were getting. So then you gotta think, then what caused the decrease in the short interest?
All right, let's stop right there for a minute, okay? So let me explain a couple things to people that weren't here back then. What he's talking about is this all stems from Roy and Kitty going to the Hill. Okay, so if you don't know, GameStop's running, right, the whole month of January. And as it's running and going up in value, it started at like $20. And everyone realized that after that all the call contracts were in the money. So every written option was in the money, 100%. Not that they were getting exercised, but they were all in the money at that point. So a lot of people made millions of dollars off of options. All these Reddit kids, everybody made millions. And they're running with the stock. So now the whole world finds out this stock's going to keep going because this gamma ramp has started. It's not closing shorts. I want to make this very clear. Shorts were not closing during the run-up of January 2021. We know this, and I'm going to explain why we know this and what this young man's talking about. But what happened was all of these contracts went into the money. Therefore, a new options chain opened up for the following week and the weeks moving forward. As they're opening up on these options, January 28th, that week there, is one of the most mega, 26, I believe, the 25th or whatever, one of the biggest options weeks that like cleared out. For years, it's been sitting there. These options have been open. What would happen was they were running so hot, you couldn't catch it. Every week, it was going up. This is why GameStop went from 20 to 40. You go, wait a minute, went up 100%. Yeah, went from 40 to 80, 80 to 120, 120 to 480, just like that. Boom! gone. And it happens this way because everything goes into the money. Now you have to deliver shares when people do exercise. Forced buy-ins are going on. People don't have the collateral, literally, to have these short positions. This is why you saw certain hedge funds start borrowing money, billions of dollars. Not, hey guys, not a couple of $100 million. Not, hey, you know, whatever. No. They were upside down. Gabe Plotkin and Melvin, I believe it was Melvin, right? I can't remember right now. But they were upside down $4.5 billion on their GameStop position. Just one hedge fund. Can you imagine what they all are? All of them. And guys, there's tons. And Wedbush was $1 billion down. We know all of this because when Roaring Kitty went to the Hill in February, think about this. He got a congressional hearing on the Hill within weeks of halting the stock. So from January 28th, the Housing Financial Committee, I forget what they're called, but the Finance Committee in Congress on the Hill had a meeting and had him front and center within weeks. Guys, we're talking like 2 weeks. We were all there. We were all watching. It might have been like 10 days. I don't even know. It's like the fastest thing that's ever happened in history because shit goes on now. I don't get a congressional hearing, but he got one. And he went out there and he said, listen, I didn't move the markets. My research and my post on Reddit didn't move these markets billions and billions of dollars. You guys did. You guys did this. If you know what Roaring Kitty was saying. He's saying retail investors, they have nothing to do with this. I'm not the influence, but they wanted to make him the scapegoat, right? The patsy of it all. Of what they were really doing, manipulating the market and halting the market. And why? Because it was going to go to infinity and beyond, without a doubt. Whoever was in that, and I wasn't in it at the time, guys. I was watching from the sidelines. I had a pocket full of Doge. Like, it was weird. I was like, yeah, I see it. But now that I know what I know now, I'm not mad that I missed it because I wouldn't have sold, right? I mean, there's a lot of people who didn't sell, Roaring Kitty being one of them. But the other side of this information is that when he did the hearing, Keith Gill did the hearing, Congress did their own investigation. He keeps saying the SEC said, right? But this is it's called GameStop report. And remember that, GameStop with an ED, GameStop report. That's what it's called. It's a congressional hearing that happened, and then the research after the fact. So you can read it. I read all 140 pages of it live here on the stream. There's a stream of it that we did it, and we read the whole thing. It was magnificent because you get to read the emails, you get to read all the lies that were said on the Hill, and no one's been prosecuted. No one has been prosecuted, brought to justice. They will be looking for crumbs. They'll be looking for answers when this is all said and done. Guys, this is the biggest financial crime that's happened ever. Not since the .com bubble, not since Enron, not since any of the bullshit. This is the biggest financial crime that has ever happened in the history of America, and it happened to us. It happened to GameStop investors, and it has been happening for the last 4.5 years. You guys don't think this is a problem. This is the biggest problem. It has taken down the biggest banks. It has taken down the biggest hedge funds, and the rest out there are just sitting out there with stress and debt and wondering what the hell. We have to pump this market so high as GameStop keeps going up. And our government is so cute. Yes. All right, so that's the narrative. That's the whole breakdown. Let's go into the video now. Let's go see what else he has to say about short interest and how it actually worked out. And yes, we know that they did not close. They swapped it out. Let this young man explain it to you.
Let's just go here. So let's say we have these numbers saved. I'm just going to copy them for later. Let's say, what were you looking at? Oh yeah, GME short interest, Jan 2021 to Feb 2021. So what happened? Like, why did we not go to the moon? Why did we not go to phone number digits? Well, we all know what happened Jan 28th, right? Jan 28th, they turned off the buy button. And that is quite an important number or event that happened. So we know that the hedgies were getting absolutely crushed. We know that the short covering was such a small percent of the overall buy volume. And we know the price just kept exploding. And it was so bad that they had to literally turn off the buy button. And one really, really good document is the Credit Suisse GameStop Archegos document here. Let me show you that one. There we go. Archegos, is this the one? Yeah, this is the one. All right, so this is the actual report on Credit Suisse. And who are these guys, you might ask? So let me just show you exactly who these guys are. So we go look for GameStop. All right. So why is Credit Suisse involved here? Well, if you remember, there was a family office called Archegos that went bankrupt in March 2021, I believe. And basically what happened was this was just a family office, and somehow they managed to gain exposure to shorting GameStop without disclosing any numbers at all. So what could they have possibly done to do that? Well, here in this document, it actually explains it pretty well. They essentially use swaps. Swaps are like these, it's pretty complicated financial instrument, and the one thing you need to know is there's just no reporting. The reporting on that is so bad, like the data is not available at all, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. But anyways, so coming back to this Credit Suisse report, check this. It says, you will recall they took an 800 million plus P&L hit in CS portfolio during GameStop short squeeze at the end of January. All right, so at the end of January, Jan 28, we know what happened, right? So it says we were fortunate that we happened to be holding more than 900 million in margin excess on that day. So no resulting margin call. Look at that. They just happened to get lucky that day. They had just barely enough to not get margin called. Since then, they pretty much swept all of their excess. So think the prospect of a 700 to 800 margin call is very real. If you see similar moves, also why $500 million is severe stress shortfall limit not only reasonable but also plausible with more extreme moves. So basically what they're saying is they almost got completely destroyed. They just were really lucky they had 100 million extra that day. And here you can see in Jan 2021, a historic rally in GameStop shares send the company stock price to from 19 to 483 on Jan 28, a surge of 2,500%. All right, so Jan 28, right? So Jan 28, these guys were getting absolutely screwed. And then what do you know? Everyone is getting screwed, all these hedge funds. This is just Archegos. So think Archegos, one family office guy with billions of dollars of exposure. And this is one guy. Now,
So that's pretty earth-shattering to find out. If you guys are reading the fine print, it tells you that the customer relationship manager, director for hedge funds, acknowledged Archegos Corporation in bringing U.S. shorts, albeit nullified by subsequent price appreciation on their longs. This is hedging. They use their longs to nullify the short position. And that client has always been current on margin calls, including during multiple stress periods. He noted that the key concern in material dilution caused by bullet swap structure, coupled with substantial appreciation of their clear pivot away from, and that's what they're doing. So their swaps where our offered leverage is much higher. We suspect relative competitors as well, which could partially explain the growth in our balances. Okay, are you listening? He also deferred to the use of severe equity down scenario, noting GameStop. Let me tell you guys something. This tells you what's happening with hedge funds around the world. They are stacking their leverage as high as can be because of a swap that they're carrying. Someone out there is carrying this swap of a 226% short position against GameStop. It was not closed. It was swapped out. You don't have to report your swap. You don't have to. You just have to keep making payments on the premium and keep stacking against it. Well, the bigger GameStop gets and the longer it takes, the more it costs them. This is the buy and hold forever mechanism. But guess what? The difference is between running companies like Ryan Cohen and running GameStop and private equity and trying to make a profit. Private equity has to return the money borrowed from their general partners versus their limited partners. The limited partners have put money in, the general partner put it and deployed that capital to use. They're going to need their money back soon. I don't know when. It's been 4.5 years. I'll go another 4.5 and let's see who's here, who's ready to dance. But I'm ready to dance with GameStop. This is all living proof of how these hedge funds work. Pay attention.
Nothing Melvin Capital. These guys were way bigger than this guy. Think Citadel Securities, right? So all these hedge funds are piling on GameStop. They're getting absolutely destroyed. They literally cannot do anything at all besides turn off the buy button, which they did, right? So they turn off the buy button. They probably dumped their money in their account, got their margin up just to avoid that margin call, and then somehow got the price down without covering, right? So if they turned off the buy button, what that means is they literally could not have covered. If they were covering, the price would have been going higher, right? But that's not the case here. They turn off the buy button. They somehow get rid of GameStop's short interest, goes all the way down to, I don't know, I think it was like 5 to 10%. So what happened at that time? How can we explain that the short interest went down? Well, they started to use many different techniques, which are outlined in this document. One of them includes using XRT as an ETF to short. So there's many different ways that they can hide what they're doing. ETFs are one big one. Options is another big one. But they just basically got rid of that short interest from GameStop and hid it into other instruments. And one of the biggest instruments are swaps. And that is basically explained all in this document on how this one family office was able to short GameStop with $1 billion almost using swaps, right? So that's currently where we are today. So we know that they never covered. They got destroyed at the end of Jan. They had turned off the buy button. They somehow got the short interest down, which we talked about was through different instruments. If you want to learn more, you can read about them here. Like there's a lot of detail here. Before this, we never knew what happened, but this document was a really good outline on how swaps are being used here. So this was a pretty famous event. What happened with Archegos? So let's see. Archegos Credit Suisse loss. Let's see. Well, what we know is Credit Suisse got absolutely destroyed. They had to get absorbed by UBS. And at that time, UBS probably would have no idea what they're getting themselves into because of this huge lack of disclosure with swaps, right? So they were forced to absorb this huge swap position of Credit Suisse. And you can see the loss magnitude was really high. It destroyed Credit Suisse, it destroyed Nomura Bank. There was a lot of damage done. And that part is still not over. Like the swaps are still active. They're currently held by UBS. And if you were to come back to those numbers, right? So where are we today? So we had this initially. Let's say adjust this for the stock split. Adjust for stock split to see the current numbers. So in 2022, I believe, of July, GameStop did not a stock split, but they did a split as a dividend, which got treated as a split by the DTC. But coming to these numbers, we saw 270 million shorted. So that's accounting for the split, right? So we have 270 million that were shorted, and then 378 million, other way around. So 270 million total and 378 million shares shorted, all right? So that's really important. So let's write 378 million were shorted after You
got to stop him there for a minute because he's wrong. Okay. The outstanding shares were 304 because we did an offering of 5 million shares and he didn't factor that in. So we came into this at 65 million shares. We did an offering for 5. Issuance came out to 71 million total. We were then at 71 million. We went ahead and did an offering, and there was 2 offerings that came out into play. We ended up at 76 million shares total. 76 times 2, or 4, I'm so sorry. 76 million times 4 came out to 304 at the end of it all, after we did all the math, add all the extras. So, and that's what I mean by extras is we issue shares for employees, we issue shares for executives, and there you go. So we're at 304. Then we diluted. We actually offered shares, dilution, all the way up to 447 at the moment right now, with an adjusted amount of 591. We are now paying, that's 591 diluted because of the bonds, but now you add 59 million more because of the warrants exercise. We'll now have a float of 650 million shares outstanding. But let's talk about what he's saying as far as shares short. Okay, we'll keep going.
Stock split. and then we had 270 million outstanding. Now, why are these numbers important? So keep this number in mind, 378 million, right? So now let's do today. So today, when we look at GameStop's price, let's say GameStop Yahoo Finance, what does that look like? So take a look at this. So right now, this is the famous GameStop chart. We know it ran here, and we know Jan 28 they turned off the buy button. And at that time, they somehow, I mean, they didn't somehow, I mean, like they would just ended up hiding the short interest in different instruments. And they managed to do it pretty well. But one thing that kept happening was we just kept seeing GameStop go over and over continuously, which doesn't make sense because the short interest was basically, according to official documents, evaporated. But you can see it keeps having these crazy spikes, right? Keeps having these crazy spikes, and then eventually it just got destroyed. So then here, like around this time period when that stock split as a dividend happened, this is where they basically, something changed at that time. Like something massively changed in terms of how much liquidity GME had, and they were able to just continuously hammer us over and over, and these spikes became smaller and smaller. But something happened here in May where we went on this crazy run, right? We went on a crazy run. Roaring Kitty comes back, and then we're basically repeating this exact chart over and over again from 2024 to 2025. Why that is, I mean, the leading theory is that there's like multi-year swaps, like 4-year swaps, 5-year swaps, and during these rollover periods, we have these different price movements. So we can see like here, GameStop went crazy, and then what happened was Ryan Cohen, so he decided to dilute the company, right? So what he did was he announced an offering. GameStop comes down. I don't know if that happened here or here. It was one of them. But then Roaring Kitty tried to live stream. At that time, Ryan Cohen did another offering. So they do 2 offerings. They dilute the shares, which technically kind of helps the shorts if you think about it, right? Because now you're adding more to the supply. So that 100% now would be coming down to maybe like, I don't know, if it's 130, 120, 110, slowly coming down. But one thing that's extremely interesting is GameStop has this really hard support here at $23, like insane support. And you can see like after the dilution period, it comes down to 23, but then it does this crazy run again. Like again, it goes towards 34. And like, honestly, if you think about it, if the shorts were covered, these spikes would not be happening. Like as we're diluting, we should be getting the AMC treatment. AMC is like, I don't know if you guys taking a look at AMC, but GameStop would be looking like this. Like it would have been just completely crushed after 2021. Like AMC went crazy with the dilution, and this is what it looks like. You can barely even see it here anymore. It just like completely destroyed. But something was different about GME over AMC. Why? Because AMC only had 11% in 2021, which is like nothing compared to what companies have nowadays. So why do we not look like AMC? That's an interesting question, right? Why do we not look like AMC? Why is it that this 23 support just keeps raising? And why is it that we keep going on spikes? Well, that's easy. You know that they haven't covered, right? The shorts haven't covered. And one thing that's really different is, yes, RC diluted us multiple times. Here, multiple times. But what happened was he ended up raising almost $10 billion in cash, right? So that's amazing, because now the shorts basically have no thesis on why GameStop's price should be down. And it's getting to that point where GameStop is starting to get a lot of traction. I mean, like the media is starting to slowly change. Used to see nothing but hate, but you can slowly see like the media changing. You can see with the huge pile of cash, $10 billion. They're almost, I believe they're in like the top 20 companies with cash, like largest cash reserves, above Netflix too, I believe. But that's not what's important. What's important is that we're still in this cycle. Like GameStop is the only stock in the world that can, I wouldn't say the world, I would say US markets. I don't know much about elsewhere, but it's the only stock in the US market that can continuously dilute while being able to raise money without destroying their shareholders like AMC did, because the short interest was above 100%. Now, we know that coming back to our official numbers, we know at one point there was 378 million shares shorted, and I'm just going to keep this as a baseline because we know that these guys have been shorting GameStop for the last like 5 years, like ultimately 5 years. You can see the official numbers even going up nowadays. But that is not important. What's important is how many shares are we at with the dilution? How many shares are we at with the dilution and split accounted for? All right, so where are we? Total shares outstanding post dilution is 447 million shares. And then what is the actual number of shares diluted? Did it say that up here? Increase from 67.5 to this, so we gotta subtract. Just don't want to do the math right now, but let's see here. 447 million, then we had 270 million post split. So as of March 2025, we had 447 million, and then shares diluted after the split is 177 million shares. So where have we seen this number before? Well, let me copy paste it. You have 177 million shares added after dilution, right? We had 378 million shares shorted after the stock split, and we had 270 million outstanding at that time. So right now, like, this was above 100%, right? 378 is above 270. So we know as long as we don't dilute above 270 million shares from 2021 numbers, then we're pretty much in the clear of staying above 100%. Now, we know that here, only 177 million have been diluted. Does this account for the latest earnings? Let's see. Does this come all the way to, what is it, September? So for September, it says 177 were newly diluted after the split, increasing the outstanding shares from 270 to 447. All right, so 447. All right, so we got 180 million shares. We're well in the clear. Now, one interesting thing is GameStop is the only company with a massive individual investor base, right? So we have shares directly registered, which take you completely out of the float. So what is that? How many shares are DRS'd? So we had 70 million shares DRS, right? So if you think about the numbers now, you got 177 million shares after dilution. We had about 280 million shares shorted. So now we still have 280 minus 77 technically of free space left. But we also have about 69.5 million direct register, right? So 69.5 million direct registered, which are out of the float. So you can see, like, just running these numbers, like, we are well above the 100% short interest. As long as we can stay below that 280 million shares shorted, and we have a long way to go for that, then we're always going to be above 100. And with this, we have some grace space as well. And then if you add like 9 million on, I guess it used to be 9 million times 4 on Ryan Cohen, like there's barely any shares. I mean, there's like none available. If Roaring Kitty comes back in the picture, it's like game over. But you can see why GameStop is in such a unique position to capitalize on what they are doing. And they're like, Ryan Cohen is doing a really good job of doing that. And then now with this new warrant dividend that they're going to give, things are looking better and better. It's getting to that point where they can't really keep us down anymore. the institutional ownership has increased significantly. Here's the institutional ownership of GameStop. You can see it used to be high, then it went basically to zero, and then how much it has spiked. Like, it is at extremely high numbers now.
I always got to point this out that this chart is misleading. Okay, we didn't grow from that bottom green to the next level. What happened was we did a 4-to-1 split. So this is the life of the 4-to-1 split, and this takes you from 25 million shares up to 100 million. Basically, it's just times 4. But yes, they have increased from June of 24 all the way through. That's when the price spike happened, and everyone's buying more GameStop shares now. Institutionally, that's what's happening with the stock. Just want to make sure everybody sees that. Don't worry, I've got something great to show you guys after this, so we'll wake you up after this boring video. But I love the info. Don't get me wrong, I do. Do I believe all of it? It's tough. It's tough the way he presents it, but there's plenty to talk about after the fact. You're gonna love the next stuff I show you.
You just cannot sleep on GameStop anymore with this huge amount of cash. Their earnings are positive too. Like, their earnings, they went from like, if you look at their revenue, it's slightly gone down, yeah, but that's all part of Ryan Cohen's strategy, where he's shutting down not profitable stores. So you'd expect the revenue to go down and the operating income to improve, which you can see it has significantly improved from 261 to 66. Their net income has gone from negative 215 to positive 168. So not only are they posting solid profits now, they have this insane position that puts them in a unique place compared to any other stock, that lets them continuously raise money while not destroying shareholder value. And we also have like significant amount of directly registered shares. We have a huge pile of cash, and ultimately, like, the shorts still haven't covered. So what I'm expecting is GME to continuously go up, whether that be in the cyclical way. So what I think is happening is this base is slowly increasing, and once we reach 32, or once we break 32, then we are gone. Like, we're gonna make a move like this. Like, it'll be an insane move. Don't sleep on it. Right now, you can see that we were literally deliberately getting stopped by RC himself, but from him doing offerings. But now that he has given the green light with the warrant dividend, it is literally game over for shorts. And the next time we break this number, it's gonna be huge. So the GameStop recall is coming up. Don't sleep on it, guys.
It's gonna be huge. I totally agree. I think you guys know what I think. I think we're gonna be a $300 stock in a blink of an eye. I think it's gonna happen that way. This guy's very excited. I'm bullish as I can be, but you know, there's two types of people in this world: GameStop investors and ones that wish they were. No, true story, guys. You know, just to give us a little bit of life to the channel, because his voice is pretty good in the shower. I'm with you. Look at this. I might fall asleep watching this guy. Yeah, no, I just woke up. Thank you. You're welcome to wake up. Let me wake you up a little more. You know what wakes me up? I'm gonna tell you the best thing that's ever happened to me. Okay, that ever happens to me. It happens every day. My wife comes home from work, and she walks in. Not that she acknowledges us. 10 free memberships for the show. Oh my God, Michael Venuti doing his duty. I hope you guys get those free memberships. I hope you guys like what you guys are hanging out with here. I voted raise the float $1 billion way back in 2022. I expect Ryan to use all the runway. Me too. Let's use all the runway. I'm down with it. Oh my God, Michael Venuti getting new members in the show. We need them. So wait till I show you guys the value of the warrants. Okay, we know the value of the warrants. Okay, I don't know how accurate it is, but we know the value. Oh, you reckon we will blast by end of the day? No, I don't think it'll be the end of the day. I just think oh man, shout out to DJ, Amunet DJ, one of my original subscribers to the show. Anthony G, another one, an original subscriber to the show. These guys have been around for years. Haven't seen it. 4 years these guys have been around. DJ I had to get a new TikTok. They blocked and banned me for life, bro. We're getting here. We're getting stronger. Yeah, PJ Dub, how you been? Hey, man, I haven't seen you guys in years. Oh, we've been building. I reckon we hit 28 by the end of the day. Yeah, I mean, that'd be awesome. That'd be great. Wait till I show you the value of these warrants, and you guys start doing the math. To be having honest, I fell asleep last night in that video, then watched it again, then commented. Oh, man, that guy puts me to bed, bro. Oh. Anyway, you know what does what? My wife walks in, and she talks to the cat, right? Our little kitten. His name is Ziggy. Talks to Ziggy. Talks to the dogs. She ain't friendly, like, she's cool with the dogs, but she ain't like Ziggy's her dude, right? So hi there. Hey, Ziggy. Listen to me. If you're an adult and you got a voice for your kids, babies, and your animals, and you have a different voice, I love you. I love you for that. When you talk to kids and you talk to animals, I love that. Because if you had a straight voice, like if I walked in and I saw the cat and I just go, hey, what's up, Ziggy? How you doing, bro? How was your day? Yeah? Yeah? Did you like scratching up all the damn furniture? Did you like doing all that shit? Is that cool? Did you where did you go? Is the cat litter box full, bro? Do I have to keep switching that shit out? Imagine if I talked to my dogs like that, just like a regular voice. Oh, only madmen do that. Only people that are like serial killers, crazy people talk to their animals that way. Well, I'd rather this dude make videos in a cat-like voice or like a, hey guys, how we doing out there? Just want to talk about GameStop? I'd rather have something like that than this shit that he just put me through. I need a pillow and a Vicodin. I might do a Red Bull right now. I might start chewing on one of these damn little bones for the dog. I might start chewing on this shit, El Kabong. I'm telling you. I couldn't take that guy's voice that much longer, but I did. I watched that whole thing. Oh, my God. Oh, it was tough. It was tough. Hey, guys, speaking about tough, this came through the DMs, through the world. His name's Drew Soul. Drew Soul has been watching this show for 4.5 years. Shout out to Drew Soul on where'd I hit him up? He hit me up on Twitter. This is what he sent me, guys. GME warrant valuation estimates. Oh! Oh! Bros, I have 135 warrants coming to me. Oh my God, bros. I get so excited. Okay. Here we go. You guys ready for this? Oh, baby. Oh, I'm not even ready, man. I'm not even ready for this moment in our lives. I'm just so happy that it's here. And I will explain it all. Bro, I've been doing blow the last 3 trading days, and I never fell asleep. Hell, and I nearly fell asleep on this. What? Bro, what are you doing? Ah! Ticker symbol GME warrants is GMEWS. These warrants are not yet trading as of October 2nd, 2025. The distribution date following the October 3rd record of date. From what I've been told by Fidelity, my date of record is today. Fidelity told me today after the trade. Today is my date of record. Each warrant gives the holder the right to purchase, I told you it's a rights offering, 1 share of GameStop with an exercise price of $32. Expires October 30th, 2026. Now, people have asked me, how do I feel about the fact that it's a irregular expiration date? I.e., it's not 12 months, it's not 6 months, it's not 9 months. The cutoff is 13 months. How do I feel about it? I don't, nor do I care. Since there is no market price yet, the value can be estimated using Black-Scholes modeling, treating the warrant similar to a call option, ignoring potential dilution effects for simplicity. Based on the current GME stock price, approximately $27.80. Obviously, it's trading today a little different. Time of expiration being 1.077 years. Risk-free rate of 3.62%, and assuming the IV of 80%, a reasonable estimate for GameStop's long-term volatility, given its meme stock static and historical/option data ranging from 50 to 110%. The estimated value is roughly $8.01. Battle of 801. Okay, so coming out the gate, the price of the warrants are going to be somewhere around $8 is what this thing is telling us, okay? This is going to be Gronk. There's another AI guys doing their math, and they got them crazy-ass formulas on here, okay? To arrive at this estimate, use this formula. Yeah, whatever, bro. 801 sounds good to me. That means I'm going to have about, I don't know, $1,120 in warrants. I could just cash it out. I can sell them all, cash out the 1,000. It's mine. My money. And I can go buy some shares with it. Exercise price, whatever I want. $28, whatever. I'll buy some shares with that shit. Then what are you going to do? I don't know. Sit there and be like, yeah, I got some shares. Or it tells you here, as it keeps going, note that the actual opening prices could vary based on market conditions. Supply/demand. Yes, and realized volatility. Estimates can, community discussion shortly after the announcement suggested $6 to $7.50 when the stock price is lower, 23 and 24. But the current higher stock price increases the estimate. If volatility assumptions change, you will see the price change. 100% IV gives it $10.16. The value adjusts accordingly. There you go. So, what does all that mean? Well, what I've been telling you guys for a little while now, sit back, watch it happen. Me personally, I don't have to react. I'm looking at the stock price right now. It's falling through its levels of support. It's falling down all the way. I'll show you the chart in a minute, in a couple of seconds, actually. Here's the chart for GameStop, guys. This is going to be your daily average. It's on 30-minute. It's falling through. It even fell through the 5-minute support, okay? And it has this death cross here on the 5-minute chart. On the minute chart, can't hold up at all. 27.50. This looks like a blatant attack before the cutoff timeline. On the daily chart, we're still holding up really well. Remember that we want to finish out above 25.86 this whole week. We're okay. That solid gold line right there, that is your strike price for your warrants. I think we're going to be in this little tunnel here. If you look at the weekly, we're still within this pennant here. We're on a golden cross. Means we can have a really good run up out of here. Go retest this 64 level. I anticipate us going up here and testing out 40s and 60s and getting some people out of their warrants, exercising some warrants. People get really excited in the minute and the moment it happens. Remember, if the stock price runs up to $48 and you strike and you exercise, you're netting around a $16 plus, right? $48, you're $16 above it, and you're netting whatever it is because you're saying 32. Well, what happens when the stock price jumps back down and it falls back down? It sits around 29. According to Jamie, some other people out here, $10. GameStop's going to retest 10. Are you kidding? You have warrants for 32. You think GameStop's going to retest at 10? I'm buying all the warrants I can if that were the case, but what I could do to exercise at 32 if on a run up, let's just say it goes crazy and there's some volatility involved, and my warrants are worth $10 a piece, well then I have $1,300, and that means that I can exercise at least if I'm going to do, let's just say I'm going to do 20 shares. 20 shares execution comes out to $640. So I could almost do double that. So I can do 40 free shares on my investment without using a single dollar of my own money. Just the warrants themselves will trigger me for 40 free shares. Someone's going to pay a premium for those warrants. So there's a way to increase your ownership of shares. There's a way to go ahead and exercise all your shares, but you will find the value in them over time. I'll answer any questions I can, but we don't know a lot until it actually goes live. That's the point. But thank you. We're going down. Stock not to be mentioned goes up. Cool. Oh, all of them? Oh, yeah, the whole market? Well, Bitcoin's going up. How are we going down? Our underlying asset is Bitcoin. So how does that happen? This is where we bought it, just so that we're clear. We bought it in this box here. And the fact that we trade above that box tells you a lot on the weekly. How about on the daily? On the daily, we're way above it. We're way up here, guys. So you want to look at the closing price of GameStop the last quarter, which was July, the last day of July, which was here. Last day of July, GameStop's price or Bitcoin's price on a high of 118, closed at 115. So we took the 115 for the 106 that we paid per coin, and we were up 9,000 per coin, and that's what we came in at. We came in at a little bit of increase on value. So how much are we above that current 115? We're 5,000 above. So we now have realized gains of $5,000 over last quarter per coin. We have 4,700 coins. It's a $20 million increase for GameStop. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, here are the charts showing you where we're at, where we previously bought it in the box here, and then where we're at here. So we look kind of good here. I'll explain more of the numbers for the quarter numbers for us to get a real good glimpse of what we're going to be walking into earnings-wise. You guys know we break down the earnings here every quarter. We go over the earnings show. We have the most watched earnings show on the internet, period, for GameStop. And we do over 10,000 viewers of our live stream for earnings and the breakdown of the numbers. No one else comes close. We are GameStop. That's just what we do. So here we go for GameStop earnings for the quarter, predictions, talk it out, whatever it may be. Two things that we can't factor, okay? We can't factor in an annualized PSA graded format, annualized PSA cards traded and sold online, the grading part of it, and we cannot factor in powerpacks.gamestop.com. We cannot factor in the beta of that website. If you're not familiar with the website, it's the number one website out there for GameStop. Brand new. No one knows about it. They should. And you guys should all be signed up and trying it out and using it. If you're a GameStop investor, I want to make this very clear to you guys about your investments and about what you do. And people don't understand these parts because they're not investors, they're traders. These guys out here who say they're bullish about something, I don't care if you are bullish about the movement of the stock. You're not bullish about the company enough to go out there and frequent the company. You can do a couple of things about your investment. One thing I've always learned, you want to research it yourself, okay? So go taste it. Go consume it. If I owned a restaurant, I'd want to eat the food that I'm serving people, and I'd want to make sure they can come back and try it again. I want to taste it all. But in GameStop's world, what do? I just showed you that I graded out 4 cards, one of which is worth over $200-something. That's always fun to do. But I grade my own cards. I open cards, I rip them, I go use the service, I see the turnaround time. If I saw flaws in it, I'd speak it out. And I'm okay. So when people misword or misrepresent what GameStop is currently doing, I can dispute it. I can dispute it with facts and experience myself. That's the same thing that I do when I see partnerships with Lego, partnerships with the PSA, the CandyCon controllers, merchandising in general, all the launches they do every week. And I talk to the employees. I talk to the employees about education on what the company's doing moving forward. Maybe they don't know. A lot of people don't know the ins and outs. I'm telling you, I was one of the senior leaders from my company that I previously worked for named Costco, and I knew everything about the company all the way to the top. And I was privy to information that other employees weren't. So when I go back to my building, I just leave a huge meeting. I go back to my building. I got to tell all 400 employees, hey, here's what we have coming down the pipe. Here's the new. You're going to get a raise. We have this going on. We're going to start. We're going to improve these benefits. Here's the new products we're going to sell. You would have to educate the crowd below you. What I've seen, what GameStop lacks is transparency and education for the lower ranks. They don't tell the employees what they're going to be doing, and that's okay. I get it. It's a small niche group, and there's not a niche group, and there's not a format that they're following. So, like, I know what retail follows based off of P&L estimates, and you know that before you ever go in. Okay, guys, here's what we're going to have to control this year. We're going to have to control payroll. And you think you have to do that every year? It's not every year. Not every year is going to be COVID. Not every year is going to be a pay raise versus, lifestyle raises that they ask for. They're like, well, we need an adjustment for lifestyle. And you're like, okay, well, what else is everyone paying? Well, macro environment, federal, whatever it is, minimum wage got raised. Now we got to make an adjustment. We got to do something different. I actually got a video sent to me, and somebody didn't understand. Somebody was trying to compare Walmart and Costco and why the turnover rate is 70% versus 30%. I think it might have been Trove who sent this to me. And he said Costco's turnover rate is 6%, 2%. It's the lowest in retail, and Walmart's the highest. And Walmart's 70%. And you know why they're so successful? Because of culture and and I was like, no, hell no, that's not what it is. It has nothing to do with that. Trust me, there's disgruntled people in every workforce. It has a lot to do with how many buildings are you trying to actually put people into. I don't know how to explain it. I've got to employ how many people and for what periods of time, seasonal periods and versus what, and the commitment to those employees. But it's so different because you only have 600, 700 domestic Costco's, 600 domestic Costco's, and you're going to fill them up with how many employees? Versus Walmart, there's 10,000 Walmarts, guys. They're everywhere. So yeah, just by law of attrition, but let Costco keep expanding, and you're going to see how much their turnover rate increases because it's really hard to keep up. Certainly when everyone has a starting price the same way you do, not everybody's willing to do the 10 to 12 years to get a bonus check. They're not willing to grind. This generation is not built that way. This generation it wants to go on vacation. This generation wants to take time off. They don't want to work 5 days a week. They're stressed. Their life is more important. They talk about work-life balance. I can't stand that shit. There's no such thing. They're like, oh, I need work-life harmony. They're like, I can't. It's just a weak-ass mindset to have. I don't need work-life balance, nothing, okay? I want to come home depleted, exhausted, and I want my kids to look at me and be like, damn, Dad, that's the way life is? That's the way life is, because that's the truth. The truth is going to hurt. Hard work's going to hurt. Motivation's hard to find. You don't get to wake up every day and just say, yep, I'm blessed and I'm going to make it. No, these guys want the stress. You want stress. You want to know where am I going to get my next meal from? Where am I getting my next bill from? I'll tell you why you want this stress, because this keeps you paranoid. Healthy paranoia, and it actually ignites creativity. It ignites competition. This is what makes you work harder. When I look at GameStop and I'm thinking, hey, man, the pressure of performing for the shareholders, all the naysayers, all the things, Ryan is under immense pressure to do the right thing and make it happen. Result-driven business. This is tough. It's sales 101. It's marketing 101. There's a return on this investment the other side. Could you imagine? You imagine you just go to work and you're just like, yeah, you know what? At least we get paid by the government. The check's automatic. And who cares? We'll just be great. Yeah, well, look at it right now. Nothing's automatic, guys. Grind for the shit in front of you. That's all I'm telling you, man. I wake up every day and I try to do my best to educate people about the markets, about investments, and about what we do. But do not take it for granted. I wake up and I have zero motivation at times. There's times where I wake up and I'm just like, fuck, I got to get back out there. I got to do it again. You don't think I just want to sit back and play video games? You don't think I treat this like a job? You don't think I'm out here planning it out every morning? Okay, here's what I got to do. I got reports. I got this, I got that. I got to read. I got to get everything up. I got to get graphics on the screen. There's stuff that I have to do. I could give you a terrible product, and then you're not watching. And then you're not educating yourself. Imagine if I didn't educate myself. I just came out here and said jokes all day and impressions. Imagine if I just did that. Just right there. Hi, guys. I think you should really just look at me and say that we're going to do this right. What, Tony? I just love Tony De Niro. He's my favorite YouTuber. I don't know if you guys know who he is. Tony, I got in trouble once, man. Can I tell you a story? Story time. I'm going to take a break before I show you the next stuff. I got a story time for you, Tony. I got in trouble when I was like in 6th grade, bro. I'm a guy. I'm a boy at the time. And I got 3 brothers at the time and a sister. Maybe I had my other brother. I haven't until 8th grade, but no. So I was in 6th grade, and this girl, I'll never forget her name. And the teacher looked at me, and the teacher said, Marantz, can you settle down for one period? And I just looked at her, and I go, no. I'm a guy. I'm a boy. I don't have periods. Could you imagine today? Could you imagine if I said that shit today? Bro, I ran home, and I answered the phone every time somebody called. Because I was scared. I knew the teacher was calling. The teacher called. I answered and said, hello? She's like, yes, can I speak to Mr. or Mrs. Rico? And I was like, they're not here right now. Is your mother home? I said, yes, ma'am. Okay. Hand the phone over. My mom said, what did you say? I said, I don't know. She goes, do you even know what a period is? I'm like, no. I don't even know what douchebag is, but hey, I call dudes douchebags. And then what happened, bros? Went over to my tia's house one day, and I was in the bathroom looking for toilet paper, and I was like, I found a box. I found a box with like this little drawing on it, and I was like, what is that? It says ovary, fallopian tubes. I don't know. This is vaginal, and so you insert, you squeeze, and it cleans. This is gross. Gross. People call each other douchebags. Does anybody even know what a douchebag is? Bros, I'm telling you, I was that kid. I was like, what did I just learn? Shit is crazy. Why do I say all this? Because I was out there. I got a message. And SoFi dipped to 25 from 30. Nobody gives a shit about SoFi, bro. Don't talk to me about any SoftBank companies, all right? Any companies that are involved with other bullshit. Don't do it, okay? One more receipt posted. Thank you, bro. So... yeah, Marantz, if all you did was impressions, I'd probably still watch, especially the one you do about Jackie with the Shaggy voice. Hey, guys. Hey, Scoob. Yeah, Shaggy. Oh, man, can you imagine? Anyway, the whole point was I saw a video, and it said this mother was telling her son to pick out a backpack for school this year, and the kid picked out a pink backpack. And the dad flipped. The dad said, no. And then I read all the comments too, these bigots. This is where it starts. This is where you need to be a better parent, Mom. You need to tell him you can't have no pink backpack. Rah! Men eat biscuits and gravy with their bare hands. Rah! Let me tell you how stupid this shit is. You're the stupidest. More dumb than dumb. I'm gonna tell you guys something, okay? I'm a diehard conservative. I'm a Republican. Woo! I don't agree with this shit one bit. I don't. I have a son. My son, when he was growing up, his favorite color was pink. Yeah. My son growing up, his favorite color was pink. And he's going, oh, Dad, no, I want that shirt. I want that pink shirt. I'm like, you like pink? He goes, I love pink. I said, it's a color. Go for it. I'm going to buy you a pink shirt. Matter of fact, I'll buy one with you. I'll wear one with you, Pops. It doesn't make you anything. A fucking t-shirt and a color of a t-shirt. Let me tell you guys something, okay? As a parent, just so we're clear before we all start arguing, I love my son no matter what he wears, no matter what he identifies with. None of that shit matters to me. I just make sure that I don't push it onto him. And I don't allow others to push it onto him. People have a right to develop into who they're going to be. That's the point. And let me be the role model that I should be. Let me embody the manliest parts of everything. Let you take to get into consideration when I talk about physical security. Take care of your mom and sister. Hey, your sister going to the store, you're going with her. You got to protect her. What am I going to do? I don't know, but you're going to do it. Go. And just be out there. Be that person. Guess what? You'll be amazed at what you raise. And if you're confident with the way you parent, that's what you should be focused on, not on how the kids are reacting to outsiders. No, how do they react to you? You're the insider. You're the main course meal for your children and what they digest. Remember this shit, bros. I'm telling you, I can't stand it. I raised 5 children. Let me tell you, one of them, yeah, she believes in 63 genders and all that other bullshit. Indoctrinated from school, and I guarantee you, and I wish I could have, I can't change her. Do I love her any less? Hell no. Love her even more. She's different. My daughter's different. I said, babe, I love you, but what you got? I don't care. I don't care what color you want to put your hair. I don't care what you want to say for the day. Does not matter. The love for my children is unconditional. And that's what I can't stand about the two faces that lean on the right on that end. Oh, I promise you. I'm not pro everything they do. But what do you want to do? You want to argue about it? You want to cry about it? Or you want to do something about it? Be a better person. Be better than yesterday. Eat biscuits and gravy. Brandon, never, bro. Oh, can't wait. Anyway, I'm just telling you what I saw. It triggered me. Late, but I hope everyone's having a great day. Wancho, we're here, bro. Oh, no, the sky is falling. Whatever. Let the price fall. We'll buy it later. Oh, let's check that out. What's it at? 27 flat? Oh, my God. Great Scott. You serious? Oh, my. Oh, because I'm free. Right before the warrants come out, bro. Right before the warrant cutoff date comes. I'm free falling. Yeah. You think I give a shit about this price action and what's happening to it? Oh, my God. I don't care one bit about this price. You can knock it all the way down, and I get excited.
Welcome to my ranch. No advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertow. That knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You're pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence. Know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all. The wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight back and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow simians, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to my ranch. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Kenny the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC, a superstition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to my ranch. 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 Welcome to my ranch.
So let me look at this really quick. I was just welcome back, by the way. Welcome back to Morant's Rants. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. I was just told that we might not be able to buy on Fidelity as of now. What's going on here? GameStop. You know, this is pretty crazy. What's happening? Let me see. Oh, I can buy. I could buy. Let me transfer some money real quick. Let me see what I can. Let me try it out. I don't have much in the bank account right now. I gotta wait till next month. I won't have the money till next month. Once T. Rowe Price opens up my damn account, bro, I'm so mad about that. If they would, it would have been murder. I would have bought 1,000 shares today. I swear to God. Put it on my life. Put it on my wife. Put it on my kids. Everybody. My wife already knows. I already told her. Okay, so trade. Let me buy right here at. I'm buying it at $26.98, $27. Let's see. $26.94. Boom. Got filled. Order got filled at $26.94 and a half. Yep, I was able to buy, brother. Just letting you know. I know you asked. Cool. We saw it? Cool. All right. Shout out to you guys. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys have fun with those songs. Fidelity is fine. Thank you. I just bought 16 more on Fidelity. They're fine. Maybe I'm broke. Yeah, that's possible. Brandon says AMC. What about AMC? Did I miss something? What happened to AMC? Did I look at the bottom of the dumpster? No, I won't see AMC. I know people were talking about Bed Bath and the new Beyond. They're like, check it out, bro. Open Technologies, how are they doing? Oh, God, they're so gross. I won't even look at it. Oh, BBY, right? Bed Bath and Beyond. Let's see. Oh, God, there's 18% today. Their warrant dividend cutoff day is today, by the way. Oh, man, they're amazing. You wait. All of you sons of bitches, you guys wait. I want to show you guys something, okay? Remember that I show you guys all the time, like, I don't know how to explain it to you. Like, I do know how to explain it, but I want to show you guys something, okay? Let's go to the 1 hour, the 4 hour. Don't worry, I'll pull up my chart right now for you, okay? 2 hour chart. Okay. I want you to check this out, okay? This is like true manipulation of how stocks are supposed to run versus what we deal with, okay? At GameStop. So I'm going to show you Bed Bath & Beyond really quick. So here's Bed Bath & Beyond. Okay? If you look at this flagpole and you see the trend, it goes down. Right? Boom, 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 boom. Then you find it. You find your support from down here. Doesn't matter. You found it right here. So you were able to break out. And this is on the 4 hour, guys. You're able to find your support, break out, and now you have your breakout. Boom. So do you see what happens to pennants and breakouts? And then you have a new level to trade at. Awesome, right? And this is all generated from nothing. But I want you to look at GameStop again. And I want you to think about it. Overall, bigger pennant, bigger movement. That's on a 4 hour chart. I'm showing you the daily chart. The daily chart has this top side pressure. You'll find it. We're going to go test this line again. Get pushed down, which is fine. But these pennants that we're dealing with on the weeklies, these pennants are much more massive than that 4 hour chart. When this has a move out, it's going to be the same size as this flagpole here. So you're going to see it go 1, 2, 3 squares. It's going to break out of here and it's going to go 1, 2, 3. You're going to be testing out up here. So yes, you're going to be up here in the 120 to 200 time frame when we break out. 120 to 200. Now, that's on the 6 year, right? But as we break out on this side, we now have a new lift all the way through because we used the original. That's just because of this movement here. We're not even using this movement here. If we use this movement here, you're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So you're going to go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Top side. 400 to 800. 400 to 800 is coming to GameStop. I'm telling you. And when does that get? Over here somewhere? Maybe over here somewhere, guys. Maybe over here. but you'll have a breakout. Boom. But your absolute bottom is going to be 32. And that's a good thing to have. These are good problems to have, guys. I'm very excited for it all. But let's watch this stock close out for the end of the day. They're destroying us somehow. Blatant manipulation of the stock. Obviously, shorts are involved here. You're getting next to the dividend cutoff dates for certain brokers, so they're getting attacked. This is all fair game. I'm not mad at it. This is crazy right now. It happens all the time, bro. Happens all the time. From the time Bed Bath & Beyond blasted, GameStop dropped. Sure, used against it, hedged, absolutely. That's the way it goes. I don't know what I'm clicking on. Well, thank you. He meant AMC is trash. Oh, I got that too. Going rate for your kid's kidney. Paul, not enough. Not enough. AMC CEO Adam Aron was friends with Jeffrey Epstein. No way I'm throwing money into that company. Thank you. That's 100%. Factual. Factual, 100%. Remember, 6 degrees of separation from Leon Black. Anybody that was friends with Leon Black, I don't want to do business with them. And my very own president, best friends with Leon Black, I won't have it. Who's that Indian guy in Canada shorting us? Oh, in Canada, you have a fund called the Anson Fund. They're going to prison, bro. Moez Kassam is his name. Moez Kassam. Just bought 20 shares. Good job, Luis and Estrada. We're still watching the stock. If you guys don't know who Moez Kassam is, you guys got to watch Connect the Dots. I've done videos on this. It's pretty amazing what's going on with GameStop. You see, how many people do you know in the world of GameStop, all these influencers that talk about it, how many of them know who Moez Kassam is? How many? You've never done the homework on private equity, on the manipulation of the stock that you own? You should. Should go do your own homework, guys. Your own research. Moez Kassam naked shorts GameStop, not allegedly, admittedly, and they're in very big trouble. Very big trouble for what they did. And he's partnered up with Andrew Left. Maybe you don't know who Andrew Left is. Andrew Left is of Citron Research. Citron Research is a think tank, just like Muddy Waters, just like the other Hindenburg Research. There was a lot of them, little websites that actually make hit pieces on, and they get paid to do it. But what were they doing? Coordinated hit pieces with hedge funds like Anson funds to go ahead and make investments and make them explode. Manipulate the product and the info. It's exactly what happened. And there's numerous examples of that. And not allegedly, because he's indicted. He's in going to jail right now or going to court for it. So that's the way it's gone down. Morantz, I'm tapped out at 45 warrants. I believe in GameStop. Good job, Ken. Do your best. Andrew Kai's live on TV. So when GameStop was running up and to the right in January of 2021, Andrew Left came on TV and said he had closed out his GameStop short position and that GameStop's a $20 stock, but he's closing it out. We all know that to be a lie. That was proven to be a lie. And yes, raining warrants in the Discord. Yeah, bro. Can't wait. Discord's completely free, by the way. Always will be. Oh, man. What a good time. Imagine if I charged for Discord, bro. Then I wouldn't even have to work. Oh, man. I guess I got to work. Actually, guys, did I tell you I'm not going to be here tomorrow? God, the Discord. Somebody's plugged in on the Discord messaging me. I'm going to go with Jay. Because, only dude who ever messages me. Hey, can I show you guys something from Jay that he sent me? It was pretty clever. The dip was brought up fast. Yeah, of course, bro. Get it all the way up. Come on. We know what the price is. Look at this. Look at this thing from Jay right here. He got this. I don't know where it all came from. It says the brokers would have to recall all their shares or buy them. But since there was more shares to recall or buy than existed, they would have driven the price to infinity. They're talking about GameStop, by the way. All this happened during the presidential transition in January 2021. The old guard at Securities Exchange Commission had left, and the new officials hadn't yet been nominated. There was a nightmarish of times for those who understood the details. IBKR, Interactive Brokers, had suggested changes to the relevant rules in the past, but they weren't followed through. With the new administration, we again sent our suggestions. It didn't happen. So if you read that properly, and if you understand what it's saying, it's telling you that, yes, GameStop was going to run up and to the right all damn night. What are these noises my computer is making? I don't even know. The dip was for the big time 51. Team 51, you're there. Where are the Dave Portland? No, we don't have any of those. We hate that, dude. I don't use the word hate. I'm not a fan. So let's talk about it to our boy out there who came up with this great idea on our platform here. We're going to continue to follow GameStop up and to the right, even in the after hours. I anticipate people admitting defeat within the next couple of weeks. Forced margins, I don't know. But what I do know is that when the market's hitting all-time highs, the market is up at these amazing numbers, 6,700. You would have to keep your leverage versus your GameStop. Remember, your swap. And you heard it from our Kegels themselves. They were lucky to have $900 million to swap against leverage, what they call it. It's your excess capital leverage management. I forget what it's called. I forget what I called it before. Your premium, your excess premium capital, excess premium, your EPC. Yeah. If you didn't remember, what they said was most investors didn't have an EPC to balance out the books. The League of Longs, without a doubt. Envoy, without a doubt. So we're at the swap meet. Hey, bros. Okay, so I have a plan. Tell me if you guys like my plan, okay, for my next giveaway video. So we're going to be going to the streets. We're going to hit our giveaway video, right? But I got a different plan. And I haven't thought it all the way through. I haven't talked to the wife about it yet because I need somebody to videotape. I need everything right. What if I do a Halloween one where I'm just giving away Pokemon cards at the door of my house? PSA graded cards, Pokemon cards, everything. And I'm talking GameStop to the crew and to the crowds and to the kids and to the families. I thought about it. Maybe I do it in my driveway. Who knows? Or I can go out and travel, walk around, and do the interviews, but I'd have to have lights and everything. Oh, it's going to be tough. I have the lights. I have stuff I can do, but I haven't figured it out yet. But I think I want to do something big for Thanksgiving, for Halloween, and give away the cards. And there you go. You're going to have a line out into the street. I already had it before last year. Last year, I had all the kids come through, and I had the Halloween cards, the Halloween packs for Pokemon. I had them. Ranch, you're a real one. Dress like Adam Aaron and scare the little kids. You're so gross. Sergio, honestly, bro, like just think before you type, bro. I can't with you. Ugh. That rat bastard. All right, guys, we closed out 27-23 on a Thursday. Who cares? Good. Guys, that's a great price. Market cap of $12 billion, which is zero, by the way. It's a zero net gain on that. Dude, I'm trying to stay here for this whole super chat that Freddie sent. He said a $500 super chat. You know, it stays up there, Freddie, for like 5 hours, bro. I've been live for 2. The shit ain't moved, dude. What the hell am I going to do for the next 3 hours? I bought 5,500 GameStop today. Let's effing go. Moon. What a run, bro. Oh, my God. You know what I bought? Nothing. Well, I bought $10. I did buy $10. I could move that total. It gave me 0.37 of a share, something like that. Relax. You want to scare them and not give them the nightmares? Yeah, bro. I mean, come on. This guy's ridiculous, dude. There's a new member. A new GME elitist right there in the cut, guys. Bat Mud. Not to be confused with Bat Mud. What is Bat Mud, bro? I know you have it like as your symbol. I don't know what that is, but it's tight. There's a dub going out right there to Freddie. Freddie got the most thumbs up ever for a super chat. And guys, just so we're clear, the super chat said, fuck TikTok. Excuse my language? No, maybe not. TikTok blocked and banned my channel for life. They destroyed my whole. I had 30,000 followers, and I lost them all. And it was going to be something special. I built that shit from the ground, and I started back over yesterday. It really hurts my heart, but I'm okay. That's why everybody's big on the on here on YouTube for the super chats and the memberships and everything we do here, because it's the only platform that's been fair to me. Even though I talk private equity and I speak GameStop, I built my own following. They didn't do it for me. Nobody ever sent me the algorithm my way, and so the people we see here today are this organic, and we just keep going from there. TikTok is about to become something very different. Yes, MG, it absolutely is. Got to catch them all, these TikTok subs again. Yeah, I'm trying, man. Yep, Smoke a Lot, he's the man. Moon didn't buy. Sure receipts, new friend. Yeah, $5,500. I don't know about 5,500 shares, but yeah. What is GameStop 2X long? Cool. So there are ETFs out there that give you volatility to GameStop, and you could buy them, and they're 2X long, meaning if GameStop goes up, it goes up 2 times the amount. If it goes down, it goes down 2 times the amount. It's how they actually, from these ETFs that have been made and pushed out to people, from what I know, from what I've looked at them, the guts of them, they don't actually have GameStop shares in them. They're cash driven and options driven. So it's just an instrument that people are trying to nickel and dime on the movement of GameStop because they know it's going up. These all got invented this year. These all got invented the last 2 quarters after GameStop did some bond offerings. So the individuals who do this, they try to manipulate the run. They try to catch it as it's going, but they'll die down. It's not even that. They don't understand what GameStop investors are. They're not trying to catch anybody. I'm going to say check your phone. Put 5K in the past month as well. Good job, Smoke a Lot. Bye. I check my phone, bro. What's up? What happened? Oh, you text? I got texts. Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh, okay. Whatever you say. Oh, man. Hold on. Immediate release? Okay, and we got that part. Okay, this one here. It says, yesterday we officially launched dual grading. PSA graded cards for autographed comics and magazines, which means both. The book and the autograph card can now be authenticated and graded on the same submission. Okay. Cool. Got you. I didn't mind that at all. The other messages I'm getting. The hedge to GameStop happens to be Bed Bath & Beyond. Yeah, running. Jamie shorts are the dumbest stormtroopers in the entire galaxy. The hedges to GameStop are Bed Bath & Beyond, AMC, Unity, Palantir, Root. Got you. Literally the inverse of GameStop right now. Yeah, pretty cool. Got a question, Marantz. Today or tomorrow, last day to buy and receive Jamie warrants. Okay, so do it yourself. I was told by Fidelity, my broker, that today was my cutoff day. I don't know who you guys have, but that's what I was told by Fidelity, and they sent it to me in a message. I didn't even ask for the message. They just told me. Let me go sign in. Let me see if I can see it with you guys, if I can show you. I'll sign in on my PC really quick to Fidelity. Might ask me for some bullshit, but it's okay. Let's see. Let's see what it tells me down here. Doesn't tell me there. There we go. Oh, got it right now. Look at that. Perfect, dude. God, I love you. All right, so here's my account. And let me move all of this out of the way. Let me close that out. Let me close up the text. Okay. So it says it right here. GME is making changes that impact your stock. For every 10 shares of GameStop you own at the close of business on Thursday, October 2nd, 2025, you'll receive 1 GameStop warrant, GME EWS, rounded down to the nearest whole warrant. No action is required by you. You'll automatically see these changes in your positions. GME warrants will appear in your account when allocated, which is currently expected on or around October 7th, 2025. This information is based on the details currently available from the company and may subject to change. Got it. You guys got what I'm coming from? Cool. So this account currently holds 1351.877. So the end of the day has already happened. I could buy additional, but it wouldn't matter because it has to end in a 0 over here. for me to get a warrant. So I'm not going to go chase it. I already told you I'm not going to do that. I have $33,050 in there, currently worth $36,798.10. I am up 11% on my investment. We do quite well on it. The summary of this investment is a year ago, this same date, a year ago, I was at $17,000 in this account, 17.8. I am now at 36.7. That's a, what is that, a 10, 20%, $20,000? Almost $20,000 increase. I'm almost $20,000 up from last year to this year. I feel good about the investment. I will say that. I like the stock. Cool? I was going to talk about this right here, about estimates on the earnings now that I know where Bitcoin's currently trading at right now. Okay. Buy today, settles tomorrow. That's what Y2 tells you. Maybe you guys didn't read what I just showed you. So maybe it was like, maybe I'm talking to somebody else. I was told that as well by Charles Schwab. Did anyone get any messages from the broker on the warrants? I just showed you my warrants. Maybe I'm behind in the chat. Thursday for the UK too. Yeah, because it has a settlement date for the next day, for like tomorrow. Bought a grip, more GME today. We have until 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time per Fidelity to settle by tomorrow to get credit for the warrants. Awesome. I think if you bought calls and sold puts, I honestly think 1,350 shares is a lot. Okay, I'm okay with it. Did I hear you say at one point in one of your past videos, GME could hit 100x? Yes. That's all I'm going to tell you. Yes. Okay, listen. Listen to me. Make this very clear to people. GameStop has $10 billion cash. That's not $10 billion of profit of plants and property. That's not $10 billion of inventory. No, cash. Do you know what you get to do with cash? You get to buy things that multiply. There's multipliers on the cash. Absolutely. Nobody wants to give you a multiplier in cash? Okay, we'll keep stacking it for free like we have been. But when this market corrects, you heard it from Ryan himself. He said, hey, markets go red to green very fast. You know, I'm gonna have to play it for you guys so you guys can listen while we go ahead. I will do the numbers in a minute, but let's go here. Let's go to here. Let's go to here. Let's go to Ryan Cohen interview with Charles Payne. Okay, and I want you to listen. We just gotta listen.
Who knows who is shorting the stock, and then you had myself as a retail trader, and you had a bunch of other retail traders on the other side of the trade.
Yeah, and to your point, I point this out at least once a week, probably more often, since 2009, how everything has changed. The financialization of our nation, where money just creates money, and it's all about gimmicks and product, and instead of real, true innovation and hard work. And that brings me to something I just want to just get you to share a little bit, Ryan. Just your own personal background, your own personal success story, because I think it's really something that can motivate a lot of people.
Where do you want me to start?
Well, we've got about a 5-minute window, so in 5 or 10 years. That's what everybody wants to know.
I don't have a crystal ball, but if you look at where the company was from when I joined the board in January of 2021, and a few $100 million of debt, losing hundreds of millions of dollars, to where the company is today. $9 billion of cash on the balance sheet. And
hold on, I gotta stop the show. I got my boy in the chat. My boy says, I got 11,000 warrants coming. What in the hell? Hold on, bro. Oh, my guy's got 11,155 warrants coming. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. You know, Jay, I'm gonna tell you something, Jay. I don't know how you do it, bro. You're sitting there with millions of dollars of GameStop, right? And you're at the bottom of the barrel, bro. Like, it's literally gonna go. Like, when this shit goes to like, just think about this, Jay. I'm gonna live through you for a minute. And when it goes to like $150 a share, just 5x from where you're at right now. 5 to 6x. Could you imagine? Like, you're sitting there, and you're just like, this is crazy. Oh man, I'm just saying. I'm shy of 4. I have just shy of 4,000 warrants coming. Damn. Yeah, you guys have it. Nah, Brandon, you don't know my crew, bro. I told you guys. You guys know this. This channel has the most GameStop shareholders. Period. It's not even close. There's nobody out there like us. Nobody. And I can say us because, I mean, I got my little funky ass 1,000-something shares. But you guys, I mean, you guys are crazy. Thank you, Morantz. I have Robinhood as a broker so far. No emails yet about the warrants. Yeah, you're welcome, bro. Just listen up to Ryan, though, what he says he's going to do with this cash. You guys want to know where the 10x, 100x comes from? Listen.
And the retail business is running profitably, then, if you may be able to extrapolate and see where we will be in the future, but time will tell. It depends on macro conditions, but we'll see what happens. But we've come a long way in a really short period of time.
You've come a very long way in a short period of time, but I think now everyone's kind of thinking the catalyst, right? A month ago, I took my granddaughter to the American Dream Mall in New Jersey, and it was pretty much empty, except we came up on this one store. It's called Pop Mark. And I mean, it was just brimming with business. These kids were everywhere, and they're doing the collectibles, and they're doing all of this stuff. And I'm thinking, I thought about you. I thought about GameStop immediately. Now, how do you tap into something like that?
I mean, we've moved the business from a big reliance on hardware and software to collectibles. And so we're selling a ton of trading cards, both sports and TCG. And, it's a much more durable business. It's not as cyclical as hardware, which, as you know, it's hit driven. The software business, hardware is every 6 to 7 years, and it's TBD in terms of the future of hardware. So we've got a much larger collectibles business today, and generally the business is much more efficient. It's going to be a smaller, less stores, but more profitable company. And most importantly, we're generating profits every single quarter now. So typically in the past, losing money every single year. I mean, it's hard to appreciate what a piece of crap the business was when I joined the board and what was going on in the boardroom and management. But we're making progress.
Yeah, I actually used to use this as a cautionary tale on a company buying back stock and rewarding CEOs with big bonuses while the company was itself failing. So you're absolutely right about the crappy part of it. Let me ask you about these earnings, the last earnings release. It's really, to me, it was pretty evident when the number came out. Everyone was focused on Bitcoin. Right, and everyone thought you would, because you had so much money, that you would have bought more Bitcoin. What's the Bitcoin part of the strategy here?
I look at it as a hedge against inflation, a hedge against global money printing. We've already made an investment, and we'll see. It depends on the price. So I don't want to lose money. That's the most important thing. And something could be a really intelligent investment at one price, and it could be totally idiotic at another price. So I haven't called our shots, but we may buy more Bitcoin, or we may not buy more Bitcoin. We'll see what happens.
So it's part of the strategy. Then it's an anti-inflation. It's a hedge against inflation. But if it's the right price, you also see it as an opportunity.
Yeah.
So so you're sitting on $9 billion. I want to share one of the posts we got on X because people are saying, okay, it's a lot of cash, and some want to see you put it to work. One question is, would you consider a dividend or even a special one-time dividend?
The thing with the dividend is you got to pay tax, and so I look at it as in I own just over 8% of the company, and granted, we better not do something foolish, but if we don't do something foolish, then better off keeping the money in the company and looking for the right opportunity than going and paying a dividend and paying taxes.
You're speaking of looking for these opportunities. Are you? Because it feels you did the hardest part. You cleaned up a business that was awful, but this next leg up, are you being too cautious? Folks want to know, where are you looking? Not going to fall in your lap.
It has to be the right time. So, we are in a position today where the retail business is
Folks want to know, where are you?
Listen to this part, okay, guys? Every GameStop investor, before you guys try to ask me what the multiples are, how big can this get, remember where you're at. You're at the bottom. You're at the bottom. $32 is the bottom. That's what they're telling you. Give me value for what you currently value me at right now. We value ourselves at 32. We offered bonds for these 32 strike prices, above it, whatever, $29, $28. We offered shares, $32 where we come out. The bottom. Pay attention to what Ryan says right here.
Are you not going to fall in your lap?
It has to be the right time. So, we are in a position today where the retail business is profitable. Maybe the future value, when you think about GameStop, has more to do. Again, this is a guess, but it may have more to do with how we deploy our balance sheet than the cash that the retail operations will generate. But it needs to be the right time. And, the capital markets are funny. They can go, and this happens every 5 or 10 years. They can go from green to red and they don't flash yellow. And so, there may be an opportunity tomorrow. You never know. I mean, we could wake up tomorrow and the markets can be down 20%, and GameStop will be in a position to take advantage of those opportunities when they happen. But,
I got you.
We'll look everywhere.
Okay. Yeah. Listen, that's how we all do our own individual portfolios as well.
We'll look everywhere. Okay. Now, listen to what he said, though, like in detail. He said the market, you could wake up tomorrow and the markets could be down 20%. You know why he said 20%? Because when markets go down 20%, they call that a recession. That's what happens. So GameStop will be in a very strong place to deploy that capital when they're down 20. Because if they go down 20 and you buy in, you get to run up. You get to run up with the next run. And it doesn't matter what you buy, actually, because everything's going to go up. As we bought more Alibaba, or we bought something else, a partnership. You think about Ryan Cohen already owns $1 billion in Alibaba, and we don't have a partnership with them physically. It's a store, but they are leading, and nobody knows this part, but they are leading the world in AI at the moment. They don't brandish it the way U.S. companies do. U.S. companies embellish. And it's because they're U.S. companies. It's not. Alibaba's totally different. Alibaba is a Chinese company, but they keep it tight to the vest. Like, they don't tell people what they're doing because they don't operate that way. That's what America does. America tries to sell you on a bag full of shit because everybody's trying to take profits on the backside and value. Ryan Cohen's a $1 billion investor into Alibaba. He's also a $1 billion investor into Apple. 10 times. I mean, he literally owns like $4 to $6 billion of Apple stock. So he knows what he's doing on investing. He knows what he's doing on getting multiples. The best part I liked about this whole interview, two things, okay? One, I like that he said, we'll deploy the capital and you need to grade us off of how we deploy it. And obviously, what's the return on that deployment? But he also said, we've managed to turn this company around in such a short period of time. That helped me understand his mindset, that he's still here. He's just got here. And we have a long way to go, which is great for me, great for a lot of other investors. Now, I understand some of you want the money now. Some of you want the gratification now. But I will remind you about Edward Saverin. I've told you about this before. I will remind you what happened at Facebook. Facebook could have monetized. Facebook could have made hundreds of millions of dollars, and they could have. And they did. And they could have been $1 billion company if they would have did it early, and if they would have lost all this money and this funds the way they did it. Facebook ended up becoming $1 trillion company, right? So if you take your time and you deploy it correctly, you're going to do great. GameStop has those opportunities, and we're sitting on them right now. This is the greatest investment you're going to see this whole century. Not only because of manipulation, but because of the way they've set themselves up to deploy, to multiply. Nobody has cash like this, guys. Nobody. I've already looked at them all. They're not net positive on the shares per share on cash. You are. You're out there. You're net positive $8 a share. Think about it. GameStop already has $4 billion cash, and they don't have to pay back anybody on those $4 billion. So the fact they got to return some cash or delete or deplete some shares, you go up in value. People don't understand that either. Dilution is so ass backwards for some of these investors. They go, oh, you're diluting your float. You're diluting the investors. No, you're not, because whatever you sold the shares for, you're actually getting greater value. Imagine if you dilute at the higher places, like above your cost average. Think about it like that. They're going to dilute above your cost average. So that increases value in the company. It increases the bottom line. It increases the market cap. There's rules to this thing. You guys got to think about it so many different ways, man. I always equate it to something like the car goes 0 to 60, right? Yeah, that car is fast, man. It goes 0 to 60. Well, that's cool. Who's in the car and where are we headed? That's it. I don't care how fast you want to make your money, and I made all this huge return. I did this. Yeah, did you do it with the right people in there with you? And are you guys headed to the right destination? That's it. That's the best example I could give you about GameStop. For everyone out there that's against it, or people who say it's not enough, they don't know. The question is to Kodak and Kodak. Is there a guy named Kodak and Kodak? Kodak and Kodak. What's your understanding of significance of value investing? Is that somebody here? I don't even see that person. They might be blocked and muted. I don't. Guys, I block and mute a lot of people. I don't choose to read their nonsense. But if there's somebody out there named Kodak and Kodak, let me know. Nancy Lou? I don't know. Let me know if I got that right or wrong. Okay, guys. We had a good show today. We got a lot of information. We're going to see how it all plays out. I'm going to play it out. I'm going to lay all these videos that I got to get ahead and do some homework on. I'm going to get to them. I want to thank, obviously, the big supporters of the show today. Freddie, oh my God. I've never had, I haven't had a super chat like that in a long time. The last one was Jay, and before that was Pepperwood Salt. So 2 living legends in the community. And even my brother gave me one time to show off. It was a whole different world. But what's the value of the warrants? I don't know what they're for. I just keep buying. Samuel Frias. What the hell? That doesn't make much sense to me, Samuel. You don't know what they're for. You don't. What the hell? You just keep buying. I don't know what you're saying. All right, guys. So in the world of finance and in the world of running companies, publicly traded companies, you can raise money a couple of different ways. There's instruments out there to raise money. And a lot of the times these instruments, people think like it's a bad thing sometimes, but it never is, I want to tell you how special it is to own GameStop. I hate that people, it's just another company. It's not just another company. You know what's another company? When you leave your house and you drive down the street and you see a company, like some dude who opened up his own electric company and has a little hole in the wall, that's just another company. Some little art shop, gift shop, those are other companies. You go to a swap meet, you see 40 other companies there, people that have their own LLCs and this is what they own. Those are companies. This is a corporation. It's a Fortune 500 company. It is a S&P 400 mid-cap company with 12 to 13 billion dollars of market cap. It is a significant company, one that should be respected, and one when you do invest, understand the value of it. It is so hard in this world to go out and raise capital out of thin air. I get to sell off a portion of this company at this valuation for these dollars to put into my company. Where in the world are people getting this idea that this is normal or this is easy? It is not. I'll tell you again, S&P 400 mid-cap. There are millions of companies. GameStop is just one of the lucky few that gets to go to the public and raise capital. It's unheard of. It's very hard to do. That's why you don't see many people do it. Everyone's so fixated on how did you get your money? How do you get your money? Bonds? Offerings? Investments from others? Yes. Convertible notes. Once you've learned all the instruments to raise capital, you start respecting your money more, don't you? I'll never forget this happened. Breakfast with my dad. Okay? I'm with my dad. It's me and Rico. We're sitting there at the restaurant, and my dad's ordering food, and me and Rico, we were like, yeah, we got him, bro. Get the salt, pepper, get the salt. So we get the salt, we undo the top, and we leave it there. Boom, we'll put it back. And then we go ahead and we get the pepper, do the same thing. And we leave it there. And then we sit down. My dad orders food for us and him. There's three of us. He ordered a big plate of food, and it's on a Saturday morning. He just got done DJing all night, got his hard-earned money. We sit down. My dad goes like this, and the shit all over his food. And we bust up laughing. Ha 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 ha! Got him! And my dad looked at us with such a rage. And he said, hey, let me tell you guys something. I don't have a lot of money. And the little bit of money I have, I want to respect it, not to waste food like this. Don't ever do this to a man's food again. And then he made me and my brother eat his food. The best lesson I ever learned in my life. I sit here in front of you guys, worried about every plate of food I buy, worried about every bite I take. I have so much stress on my heart for the life that we have to live in this world. We all have these stresses. My boy Trove, he's sitting around right now, got laid off, no job. We got other people, maybe their customer count goes down. Talk to Ruben. We were talking about, what did Ruben message me? He said he has more NSFs, more NSFs coming through every day. What does that mean? Recession's coming. People can't pay their bills, can't pay for services. You're learning about the value of the dollar. You have to respect the dollar. Don't throw it at strippers. Don't throw it on the ground. Don't tip when you don't have to, like a nonsense, whatever you're trying to do. You're trying to show off for the honeys. Don't rev the engine. Don't drive where you don't need to. Don't spend the fucking money, man. Respect your money. And I try. And I do my best. And I invest my money with GameStop. Why? Because Ryan Cohen respects the money. Ryan Cohen respects what we're doing. Every dollar you put in, he treats it like his own. My dad taught me so much that day. And he doesn't even know it. There are things, there are people, there are things that I stand for, there are things I believe in, things that I'll help. I bought 4 burgers the other day. There was two for $3. I bought 4 of them. And I was like, oh, I spent $4? Or no, I spent $6 and I got 4 burgers. Drove around the corner, saw a homeless dude, gave him half my food. I wasn't meant to eat all that. I'm just going to give him the food. I'm good. I don't miss the money. It's not about the money. You never know. You never know whose day you could change, whose life you could change when you have the ability to do it. I used to have an excess of money in cash just a couple of years ago. And I was like, here you go. I'll ship that out to you. I'll fly that out to you. I'll give this away to you. I don't need it. And then I was like $3,000 into a funeral fund. You know what that would do for me today? I don't care. It's for those people. It's for that moment. My wife does the same thing. She helps out when she can with things and family and life. And I just think everyone, if you guys all respected exactly what we're doing and why we're doing it, you'll understand Ryan Cohen better. You'll understand GameStop better. We're not day traders. We're not swing traders. We're not option buyers. We're investors. And the faster people can figure that out, the better they can understand this room. How's your pops? He's doing good, man. He's doing good. I went over there, hung out with him the other day. He called me. He asked me if I can help him DJ. So my dad doesn't DJ anymore. He retired from DJing as of like when he got sick just this past year and he couldn't walk or talk and he was out. Then people are still calling for the DJ events. So one of the schools called and they do this event at the date yard, whatever, the date shed stuff, and it's 9 days of playing music for the kids, for the schools. It's a camp they do out at the palm trees, the date fields, and he does it every year. He gets paid a lot of money to be there, and he said he couldn't do it. He said, I can't do it. I can't talk. I can't walk, and I don't have the energy. Can't do it. I said, okay. So he missed out on that money, and I was like, that's okay. You don't need money. You're fine. Life goes on, Dad. He's like, yeah, all right. So he called me yesterday, 2 days ago. He called me. Hey, man, what you doing? I said, working on my videos, man. What's up? He said, can you help me DJ? I said, yeah, what do you need? He's like, I just need you to set it up for me, and I'm going to push play, and I'm going to do my thing. And he said, I can't say no to these kids twice. And because they're doing a Halloween trunk or treat event. So they set it up in the parking lot, all the cars, they open up their trunks, they decorate, they sign, and the kids go around and get candy from trunk to trunk to trunk. Well, my dad's the one playing the music for all of that, for the whole event. So he's going to be out there, and I'm going to help him out with it. So it's coming up this month sometime. And, give back the best you can to the kids and do the best you can for the families. I'll keep doing my best. This channel promotes GameStop. I know a lot of you guys probably wonder what we do here, why we're always here. We are the one place on the internet where GameStop investors come, real GameStop investors, not swing traders, not day traders, full on GameStop till you die. GameStop investors are here. We shop at the store. We know the product. We know the company. We know the transition, the pivot. We know the business. We know the everything, every dollar. We know it. And knowing is all the ammunition, all the protection you'll ever need. The knowledge of your investment. So I just want to say thanks to all you guys. Dad is legendary. Yeah, he's cool, man. We wear Pumas and chanclas, bro. Danny V, I'm right there with you, man. With family/cult all day. You're making my eyes water a little. I'm getting off. Nicholas, you're good, bro. Yes, father is very important to kids. Protect them. God bless them. Yeah. Had to sell to cover medical expenses, but hoping this touches down to the moon. Touches down the moon for the boys. Joe Rowe, that's cool, man. That's cool. I'm sorry that, those things happen. I pray that I stay in good health. I pray that I have nothing coming up, physically. And if I do, I'm ready to go. I'm good, man. I've had a good run here. They've taken better men than me, so. GameStop's been a fun time in my life. But the struggle's real. Life is hard. And hardships come. But I have my faith, I have my family, and I have a lot to live for, so I'll just keep grinding this out with you. But it's really tough at times. Very tough, actually. And my shit's trivial compared to some people. I know Trove's whole situation, and I pray for Trove every night. My man. Helps me out with the show, helps me out with motivating myself, so you guys too, Remember, I live for all of you. You have no idea. So many people text me their stories, and I have pages and pages, DM. of everybody, why they invest, what they're looking for, what they're doing, how they get motivated, how I inspire, how we do this. We've all done it together, so it's a lot of love. Hey, the show's not over, guys. I just got my second wind right now talking to you, so let's just keep going. What the hell? I got nothing to do as of right now. So 2.5 hours in, let's go get updated on some numbers, guys. Let's get some shit in our heads, okay? Okay, so here we go. So income. I want to talk about the income. I want to talk about GameStop right now as a whole. So revenue 972 is a huge number. Everyone wants to attribute that to the Switch 2. I'm going to think that we're going to come in even with this number or beat it. But I only say it because it's really weird the way GameStop's selling shit right now. Like it's like really, like everybody knows what's going on. But I'll leave it there. I'm going to go with Q3 number right here. So 860. So GameStop literally could lose $110 million of revenue and they still fall flat with last year. All right. So we're up 21% revenue growth. Massive number. To have a 20% revenue growth off of the 860, you would be looking north of 1.1 in that range, right? But I don't have to go that far. I'm just going to go 860 flat. Okay. I'm going to treat it as that. If we go to margins were quite high in that quarter, 29.9. A little bit higher than just this past quarter, but we know that we're annualizing on a couple of things. GameStop has increased the delivery fee, their grading fee. They've increased a lot of things. There are launches in this next period. The launches are going to be whatever happens right now this month. So October is the final month of Q3. And the launches have been Pokemon. Obviously, the biggest launch ever was the Mega Pokemon thing. I think that's bigger than Switch 2, to be honest with you. And I think this new Xbox will have a moderate opening. I don't think they've marketed well, but that's on them on Xbox. But I think that the margins will be on par. I think if we come in at that 30 margin percent, I'm okay with the number. So I anticipate, or you can anticipate, $260 million on here. Yes, it would be down from the 283, but 260 is not bad for Q3. What will be coming down is SG&A. I think SG&A is closer to 215. That's the number I wanted for this quarter. We didn't get it. We had 3 over. It cost me a little too much. Just to be honest with you guys, this might be controllables. This might be what they're fitting in just to stay on a level. But either way, if it comes in at 220, you're saving $62 million. Or if it comes in at 215, well, then you're at $67 million. So I'm going to go 65 just for fun, right? So if we're coming in and we have $65 million right here, a saving of 65, I'm so sorry. You're looking at around 220. I said I'm going to go with 220 just for fun. So 260, 220, $40 million positive, which would be a swing of $60 million, $55 million in that range. So I think we'll be positive $40 million. That's the first thing I think what we will be. If we're positive 40 here, our interest is going to be 80 at a minimum. So 80 plus the 40, that gives you $120 million. Next, you're going to have this non-operating income, which would be Bitcoin, okay? That's where they put Bitcoin at, 28.6. I think we're going to do an additional 10,000 a coin on top of that previous number. So I think we could be doing in that range of around, or even 5,000 a coin. So just be fair. So let's just say it's going to be $25 million. So $140 million, $145 million, 150, whatever you want to call it. That's what I think our pre-tax net income is going to be. So I think we're going to be up $130 million over last year. I think it's a massive number. And with that net income coming in of 140, 150, that then puts you in the realm, if you look here, you're going to be 130 plus from last year. So you're going to go over here, overview, and your trailing 12 is where we're at here today. You're going to see this number go up 120, 140, 130 million. So you're looking at almost $500 million. We're going to be very close to that number for the full year, $500 million. Now, if we take into the last quarter into consideration, now I have not factored in power packs. I have not factored in any of the other stuff. I think this number is big. I think we're going to come in right on it. I think we can do 1.3, 1.2, which is fine. I think we will. I also think our gross profit will be right on there or higher, but I'll still come in. I'll even use your metric of the 360, maybe 370. I'll just be fair with you. 370 on gross profit margin. I like what the products we're selling. I like everything we're doing. But even if we're at 370, SG&A for the extended time frame, operating expenses 287. They control it. I think we would be closer to the 250 level. So if we're going to be 250, just to give you an example, we're going to be really close. You would say we gain about $30 million. So $30 million plus the margin, we're going to be up $100 million, $110 million on operating income. I'm ballparking numbers, 110. You're going to gain another right here, get another $25 million. So $135 million. Are you going to gain 20 more million here? Quite possibly. Quite possibly, but that'll be about 145 to 150 just at the end of it all. So $20 million more dollars minimum onto the bottom. So I think we're going to be $500 million on net income, me personally. We're going to have over $1 a share. On diluted shares, we're going to be very close to $1 as well. We'll be way up there. But EPS will be over $1. Our PE ratio is going to be, well, hopefully it's going to be better than 14 because that's where we're headed. We're headed towards a 14. And is it 14 or 27? We're headed towards 27. I don't even know. We're just going up, 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 up. Doesn't matter. Price target's going to change, though. You see this price target that everyone says we're going to be? We're not going to be $13.50. Someone is going to pay an analyst to cover this stock. One of these hedge funds that are on the plus side of it, they're going to start paying for pub. We're not going to do it. We don't have to. We already are the greatest company pumping out right now. I think GameStop should be trading, just so that we're clear, so we're all on the same page here. I think the financials at a minimum on price to book ratio, I think this should be a 5. We previously traded at a 5. We had a 4, and then we had a 48. Yeah, 48 was crazy. I know that. But you know what? I don't know that. I don't think it's crazy. I think we should be trading at a 5. So we should be double our price right now. I think we should be $54. And if we were at $54, well, you know, that puts you in the S&P 500 fundamentally, and we'd go up from there. Okay? Have a little bit more for you guys here. Let's see what he said here. All-nighter. No problem. Let's go. What's up, Marantz? Thank you for the passion and loyalty. Let's effing go. GameStop. Ian Andrade, thank you for the $20 super chat. Means a lot to the crew, to the show, and what we do. Maybe watch some K-pop videos. K-pop videos. 50/50 Midnight Special is a good start. Paul. Your name's Paul, right? You have like a real like manly name? Paul Kethrow? Hey, Paul. There is nothing manly about watching K-pop videos. Like, in the world of rating a man, if they come out and they go, yo, man, watch K-pop? You watch K-pop? Like, because, like, every hardcore thug dude, like, real talk, like, if you, like, you did some time, you lock up, you still probably listen to some slow songs. You probably still, you know, sing a little bit of 112, a little bit of Jagged Edge. Probably got some Jaheim in you. Like, that's, you're like, all right, hard times. You were crying, locked up, crying about your girl, you know? You just walked right out of heaven. All that shit. Avant, Joe. Might get some real R&B up in this shit. Maybe R. Kelly. Who knows? But I tell you what we're not doing. We're not going to be listening to some little dudes jumping around on the stage. Oh, hell no. Have you guys... What are we going to sing now? I couldn't pull up. I used to drive around in my car, pull up. I had Britney bumping. But it wasn't the Britney you thought. It wasn't that sometimes I run, sometimes I hide, sometimes I'm scared of you. I wasn't all that shit. No. I was playing Boys When a Girl Just Needs One. Boys to love her and to hold. I was doing that shit. Let me tell you, dudes were looking at me sideways. I didn't care. What's up, home? What's up? What's up, dog? Hey, can you cut that shit off, man? What you talking about? Boy, you just need one. Yeah, it's the track, bro. It's the banger. You got Pharrell. You got the Neptunes. No? NERD? No? Shit. This shit is fire, bro. Britney's fire. Q4 is the knockout. I expect GameStop to reach 100 a share and then explode to 1 to 2K. Sergio, I'm with you, man. There are some stops in between, like 400, 500. I'm looking. Can't imagine. I don't have a lot of money yet, but I'll support you by watching every video. Derek, do that, bro. Watch every video like you do, man. Keep it on repeat. Look at all of them. Save your $5. I'm good, man. I promise you. These guys, this is a different type of family. These guys hold you up when you can't hold it down. I've spread so much love around the world. I'm trying my best, man. But some people sent some really good messages yesterday to my heart, and it said, "Don't worry, Marantz, we're gonna hold you up." I did open up that third tier. YouTube's reviewing it. Okay, and it wasn't no $30 a month, bro. No, and I didn't even say you guys should do it. I opened up for like 2 people who said they wanted it. That's it. Yeah, I like that story. Glad it was shared. Beautiful story. Pops the real one, man. Let me tell you, man. My dad was something different, bro. I never forget the day. My dad's different, bro. Like honestly, he's not educated. He's experienced. Like he's got wisdom. Like some real father shit. Like no matter how old you get, he's like, let me tell you something, son. I said, what? The hell, this dude ain't never had a 6-figure job. How's he gonna tell me? What? This dude ain't never had his kids just thriving and killing it. Yeah, he has. When moon? Tomorrow. Tomorrow is the moon. True story. I took all my baseball cards to school one day. 3rd grade. I had them all in the plastic in the sleeve. I wanted to show off my Emmitt Smith rookie cards. My dad came and picked us up from school. My brother and I, we had got kicked out of school. It was 3rd grade. Went to the bus stop that morning, and Rico did this a lot when we were growing up. Rico said, "Hey, bro, let's go to the bus stop." I said, "For what?" He said, "Oh, because there's these other sets of twins, and we're going to fight them." I said, "We're going to fight them?" He said, "Yeah. They say they're the toughest twins at the school. We're tougher. Let's go fight them. Let's go show everybody we're tougher." I was like, "Are you serious, bro?" I'm like, all right, let's go. That's how we were when we were growing up. My dad always taught, like, you got to be the toughest man on the block. I was like, all right, bro. So we walk up, we start throwing them hands. We scrap, we win, whatever. The principal, "That's your 3rd fight in the last month." We just got to school, man. 3rd grade. They said, "Yeah, we know we can't have these kids here anymore." So my dad shows up from work. He had to leave work to come pick us up. Oh boy, we did not know what that meant when we were young. Let me tell you. It means we weren't going to eat. We weren't going to pay our bills. My dad was so heated. "Rance, come here." Okay. Then he said, "Get all your stuff. We're leaving." I said, "Oh, hold on. I gotta get my stuff." And I grabbed my backpack, and then I looked at my friend. It was my buddy. I was like, "Hey, can I get my cards?" And he was like, "Oh, here's your card." He was looking at them. He gave me all the stack of cards, bro. Emmitt Smith rookie card, Jeff George rookie card, all his shit that was worth money at the time, right? Boom, gave it to me. And then my dad looked and he goes, "You brought your cards to school?" And I was like, "Yes." After he told us not to, right? I had Ken Griffey rookie card in there, Mo Vaughn rookie card, I had all this shit in there. And boom, I got slapped in front of everybody. Got slapped in front of everybody. Swear to God, I put this on my kid's life, on my pop's life. My dad slapped me in front of the whole school. And I just looked at him. I didn't even react. I was like, shit. He goes, "Don't you ever bring that stuff to school. I told you not to." And I was like, "Yes, sir." And I walked up out that bitch. And I was like, none of you guys are ever going to see me again anyway. Don't matter if I got slapped. I'm never seeing you bitches again. Saw him in middle school. Yep, saw them all. "Hey, remember that time Marantz got slapped by his daddy? Remember when Marantz daddy came to class? He was like, yo, Marantz was right there like, yeah, I brought them cards, Pop." Shit, bro, shut up, fools. Yeah, who cares, bro? At least I got a dad. At least my dad's around. You ain't got no dad. Shit. All my friends had dads, bro. It was a crazy time to be alive in the night. My friends had dads, no moms. It was crazy, bros. Think about that. Dads, no moms. You know the dudes who grew up with the mom, only mom, right? Everybody knows those dudes. They're right there like, what'd you say about my mama? You call my mama a whore, bro? All right, man. No, we gonna fight after school, man. Ain't nobody talk about my mama that way. Shut up, bro. We used to be like, mom? We ain't even got a mom. Who's our mom? Yeah, my mama don't even show up every weekend. What do you want to say? So stupid, bro. We grew up, all my dudes had dads. We all had dads. And you know what was crazy? Even my friends, right? So Rico figured out a long time ago. Rico figured out that if the girl didn't have a dad, that it was easier to get at her, right? Like she's compromised, like the old daddy syndrome type shit. So Rick used to only date girls with daddy issues. So he used to meet a girl, she'd be like, oh yeah, he'd be like, oh yeah, so I'm gonna call you later, and she'd be like, oh no, you can't call me, because us, we had to call home. We used to have to call girls. I don't know if you kids are out there, you have cell phones, I'm sorry, but we used to have to call, and we used to have to ask for permission to talk to their daughter. That was the hardest thing to ever do. Like, this is why I'm so good at cold calling, I guess, because I would get in there and be like, excuse me, hello, it'd be like this, yeah, hello, excuse me, Is Stephanie there? Who's this? This is Marantz. What's your name? Marantz. Listen here, Martinez. Stephanie's busy doing homework. Okay, sir. I'll call back. Hang up. See Stephanie at school the next day. Hey, Steph. Hey, what's up? No, why didn't you call me? I did call you. You did? Yeah, I called you. And what happened? Your dad answered the phone. Oh, yeah, he just got off of work too. Yeah. Well, what did he say? He said you were doing homework. He said I should be doing the same. Like, oh, I didn't know you called. He said Miguel called. Like, yeah, he called me Miguel? He said, yeah, Stephanie, tell that little Miguel to stop calling the damn phone. Bro, you guys don't know. Rico used to call, and the girl used to pick up the phone. No, Rico's like, yeah, you got a dad? They'd be like, no, my dad left. No, my dad moved out. No, my dad died. Whatever. Swear to God this happened. Rick being there, yeah, okay, I'll be over. Yeah, I'm going to go after school. Matter of fact, after school, I'm going to go home. What time does your mom get out of work? No, it don't matter. I'll be there. I'm like, bro, what you doing? Hey, her mom ain't home till 7, bro. We going. And she got a pool. We're swimming. Marantz, that reminded me of Hollywood Martinez. Oh, God. I used to holler at my friends' single moms to piss them off. I stopped when my mom actually wanted to get freaky. Sergio, oh, my God, bro. Let me tell you, bro. I've been coaching sports a long time, okay? Long time. My dad had us coaching sports. Our first taste of coaching was when we were 14. And it was different. We were scouts. So our team used to win every game. And my dad's teams used to win because we were 14. We just played on football Friday night. And then on Saturday mornings, we were the chain gang. So we were the chain gang for the game, for my dad's team. And he was coaching. He was junior American football coach. So we're right here, boom, holding the chains. And we'd be listening to the plays. We're on the visitor sideline. Listen to plays, listen to who's injured, who's what. And at halftime, we'd walk over to my dad and be like, all right, listen up, man. Number 29, he got a bum leg. They're going to do this next. They're looking at you. They're called this. They do this. Hey, this is the guy, blah, blah, blah. We gave him the whole scouting report. We knew everything. My dad like, yo, these guys are scouts. These guys know their shit. We knew our shit. We were so good at scouting that my high school coach, who's a living legend, after we won CIF, all this stuff, he used to send us to go videotape other teams after we graduated. He would send us to go videotape and scout out the tape for him. We used to study tape. Like that's what we do. And if you guys don't know this, Rico does that now with his platform, his channel. Rico Knows, #1 college football analyst, all the high school. He scouts tape and he tells you who's going to be good, who's not, and he gives you fair value for what you're doing. We used to do that very young age. Then my dad was like, yo, these kids are good coaches. These kids know their shit. So it was like the next year, my sophomore year, my junior year, my dad said, hey, you guys going to coach the kids? So we would go to practice, get out of practice, come over and coach his teams. And I took over offense, Rico took over defense, and we were coaching. Awesome when you're 16. Remember, my mindset is I'm trying to win a football game. That's what I'm trying to do. And we were undefeated. We were the best. We won championships 4 years in a row, did all this stuff. So we graduate high school, and I go to college for that 1 year, but I'm still coaching, and Rico's still coaching. We're still coaching together. And then I joined the military. When I joined the military and went away, boom, I was 18 years old. And when I came back, my dad, I used to take leave. So I would take my leave in August. I'd coach the team all August. Condition, coaching, teaching them the whole offense. Rico would then carry over the whole team with my dad, and they'd coach the rest of the season. Cool. Awesome. I came home from the Army every year and did this. When I got home, Rico's like this. Hey, bro, you see so-and-so's mom? And I'm like, what? He's like, you see that kid's mom right there? I was like, yeah. He's like, man, I'm dating her. I was like, what? It was a whole new world. You see, when I'm a young kid, I don't think about dating moms and stuff. Rick was already doing at 17, 18, 19. Rick's in it. Man, Rico was taking down all the moms. All of them, bro. Swear, I put this on everything. And then my dad will tell you, and Rick will tell you. Rick was taking them all down. And I was like, nah, I can't be coaching like this. So there was a year. It was 2003, I believe, 2004 timeframe. And I coached the 1 month that I did. Rico coached 1 month because he was in the military already at this time. And then my dad finished out the year, and they ended up winning the championship, going all this stuff. And then I came home, and I was like, hey, Pops, you still coaching? He goes, nah, man, I retired. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't have time. I was like, okay, cool. So when he stopped coaching, and I come through, I had then met my wife now. I meet my wife. And my wife is like, hey, aren't you the coach? And I'm like, yeah, everybody says you're a great coach, blah, blah, blah. I think you guys should start coaching again. And we literally took like a year off, if that. And they picked us up in another league. And they said, come coach. So I go coach. And it's a whole different show now. It's a whole different show now because the girls are trying to flirt with grown-ass men. I'm a grown-ass man. I'm 25 years old, 24 years old. My pops is not my pop's 45. He's my age right now, like I am right now. Hey, we're out there coaching and dodging shit. I was so dodging shit. I told my wife, I said, you need to come to practice. She said, why? I ain't got no kids on the team. I said, no, you need to come to practice. I just need you there. I just need, man, these moms. So you guys got to stay away from them. I don't coach anymore. I coach little kids, YMCA. That's all I did. I should start doing that again. I got asked to go to baseball. I did get asked to go do that. I should go do that. Man, I like what we do here. You guys are worth it. You guys are worth my time. I like hanging out with you guys like I'm doing right now. I'm just shooting the shit, bros. Anyway, I'm just talking life. You guys know that. So I watch every video. Thank you so much. The phone lines. What was I talking about anyway? Yeah, dating girls with no dads. That's Reek, man. Calling home. I got really good at cold calling, though, because of it. Yeah, hello? Yeah, is Tanya there? Tanya picks up. Hey, are your parents home? No, they're not home yet. They get home. Can you get off the phone? Get off the phone. I need to use the phone. Yeah, no, we were going to hang up right now anyway. Who is this? Get off my goddamn phone. Yeah. Hey, bro, I've been using these bones as my cell phone all day, bro. El Kabong, these bones, bro. These are going right to Tito right now. I swear to you. I promise you guys, Tito's going to be chewing on this shit. Oh, man, he's going to love it. Honestly, these look so good that I want to chew on them. Because I know I'd be chewing on a bone, be chewing on the meat. This is like a rib, bro. This looks like it's called a beef rib bone small. Okay. That's what it's called. I said it looks like a rib. Damn. Gonna have to try that out, bro. All right, anyway. I appreciate you guys so much. And I'm just forever thankful for the love and support of the show. And I'll keep doing my best. I'll keep plugging out videos, keep presenting it, and keep grinding, okay? And tomorrow's a big day. It's a Friday. Warrants. I know Tuesday's going to be amazing. It has to be. Warrants are going to be live, and we're all going to be trading them, and we're going to be talking about it. Morant's might sell some. Who knows what I might do? I don't know what I'm going to do. You might do something crazy. You guys might want to buy some. I'm not buying them at $8 a piece, though. But Weirdo Shrine, you didn't know what you're missing. Hint, just check the girl bands. Weirdo Shrine. Oh, we were talking about, yeah, my bad, bro. We were talking about K-pop. You're such a big fan of K-pop. Could you imagine walking around telling people your favorite playlist on I mean, that's like naming all the Backstreet Boys. What grown man names Backstreet Boys, bro? Like, who knows their date of birth and their names? All right. I gotta go. Hey, what time is it? It's time to go. Play a little League of Legends, eat a little food. And say hi to Howie D, Kevin, Brian, Nick, AJ. Yeah. Say hi to my boys for me. You don't know the Backstreet Boys? Just me. It's a slippery slope, but worth it. Bro, you act like I don't know the real K-pop. I know the real K-pop. You know the new shit. Get out of here. He wants to hear K-pop. And yet he don't want to hear the real K-pop. Bro, I'll dust this whole thing. This whole thing with the best K-pop songs ever made. We won't even have these discussions. Enjoy the stock. Enjoy life. Love your family. Love yourself. Love GameStop. All in that order. Thank you, Jesus, for the following in the group that we have here. This is amazing. And to my new friend here, I listen to more Korean music than you could ever imagine, bro. Oh no, we'll do it right.
I keep stressing. You know about rolling down in the deep. Down in the deep.
Now I know y'all be loving this shit right here.
Rolling.
What you gonna do?
Rolling.
What you gonna do?
Down in the rolling.
What you gonna do? Right, y'all be loving this shit.
What you know about?
Right.
Down in the deep.
I've been rolling so deep, I've been sipping by the week.
Right.
Mixing Tennessee with a touch of Tennessee.
Down in the deep.
Deep, I'm a freak in the sheets.
Right.
You think you seen it all? I got more tricks up my sleeve. You know better than to bring your friends around me.
Right.
I know you fucking him, but you wish it was me. Let me whisper in your ear, cause you know I'm a freak. You know nothing about going down that deep. I don't give a fuck what they say about me. I don't give a fuck what they say about me. No, I don't give a fuck what they say about me.
Down in the
Right. Now I know y'all be loving this shit.
What you know about? What you know about?
Sun is down, freezing cold. That's how we already know when it's here. My dog will probably do it for a Louis Bell. That's just all he know, he don't know nothing else. I tried to show him. I tried to show him. Nathan's here with all the ice on in the booth. At the gate outside, when they pull up, they give me loose. Yeah, jump out, boys. That's Nike boys hopping our coops. This shit way too big. When we pull up, give me the loot. Was off the Remy, had up at post. Had to hit my old town to duck the news. 4-hour lockdown, we made no moves. Now it's 4 a.m. and I'm back up popping with the crew. I just let it in, just be mixing pop like Jamba Joe's. Different color chains, see my jeweler really selling fruits. And they joking, man, know the crackers wish you was a news. I just flip the switch. I don't know nobody
since I hit the top. Hey, this a rolling, not a stop. Watch, don't never stop. Don't never stop. Now they wanna know me since I hit the top. Hey, this a rolling, not a stop. Watch, don't never stop. This a hard spitter. I'm a hard hitter. Yeah, I'm light skinned, but I'm still a dark. I'm a big splitter. I'm a tall figure. I'm a unforgiving wild dog. This a rolling, not a stop. Watch, don't never stop.
Ain't nobody fresher than my motherfucking click. Click, 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 click. And all these bad bitches, man, they want the click. They want the, they want the. Ain't nobody fresher than my motherfucking click. Click, 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 click. Ain't nobody fresher than my motherfucking click. Click, click.
Anywhere you meet me, guaranteed to go
I like
down.
the way you grind with that booty on me.
It's going down.
Throw it down while you looking lonely.
It's going down.
Turn around and it's all on me.
Anywhere you meet me, guaranteed to go down. Meet me in the club.
With that booty on me.
It's going down.
Throw it down while you looking lonely.
It's going down.
Turn around and it's all on me.
Anywhere you meet me, guaranteed to go down. Meet me in the club. Meet me in the Meet me in the It's going down. Anywhere you meet me, guaranteed to go down. Meet me in the club. Meet me in the Meet me in the It's going down. Anywhere you meet me, guaranteed to go down.
Okay, she headed to the dance floor and she slowly started popping it. Something like my wrist piece, everybody got to watching it. Girl, you got that secret treasure, I'm gon' put a lock on it. Don't care what they say, I would be stupid to be not on this sticky. Heard you got that sticky. Let's go and take 9 shots, we'll just call it 50. And I gonna lick it till I hickey. Had that river running, keep you running till you empty. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, you look so sweet. What you work your palace? Look at your physique. Girl, you are a beauty, well, I am a beast. They must have been tripping till I left me off a leash. I like the way you grind with that booty on me.
It's going down.
Throw it down while you looking lonely.
It's going down.
Turn around and it's all on me.
Anywhere you meet me, guaranteed to go down. Meet me in the club.
With that booty on me.
It's going down.
Throw it down while you looking lonely.
It's going down.
Turn around and it's all on me.
Anywhere you meet me, guaranteed to go down. Meet me in the club. Meet me in the Meet me in the It's going down. Anywhere you meet me, guaranteed to go down. Meet me in the Meet me in the Meet me in the It's going down. Anywhere you meet me, guaranteed to go down.
Your money. Call me so I can make it. Yeah. Call me so I can make it. So I can make it. Yeah. Your money. Make it. Yeah. So I can make it. Yeah.
I would never stop like I'm running from the cops. And fuck these bitch ass niggas, how y'all doing? I'm the tunche, I'm a nuisance. I go stupid, I go dumb like the 3 Stooges. I don't eat sushi, I'm the shit, no, I'm pollution, no substitution. Got a bitch that play air movies in my jacuzzi, pussy juicy. I would never stop like I'm running from the cops. I would never stop like I'm running from the cops. I would never stop like I'm running from the cops. Life is such a fucking roller coaster.
Your money.
A millionaire, I'm a young money millionaire.
Your money.
Who that said they gon' beat Lil Wayne?
It's like the day that I met you, the day I thought forever. Said that you love me, but that'll last forever. It's cold outside. Like, why you walk out my life? Why you walk out my life? Oh, you like this every time. On
I get a for the bitches from all of my niggas who don't love hoes? They get no dough. Can I get a
to these niggas from all of my bitches who don't got love for niggas without love?
Can I get a to these bitches from all of my niggas who don't love hoes? They get no dough.
Can I get a to these niggas from all of my bitches who don't got love for niggas without love?
I wanna fuck you slow with the lights on.
Put down on that wine and that bubble and
You the only one I got my sights on.
back the jack, just a jump if you could land.
We lost a lot of things in the night.
Me and the man, just a couple and a bubble and
So we're taking everything to find out. I can't lose. 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 We lost a lot of things in the fire. We lost a lot of things in the fire. We lost a lot of things in the fire. So we're taking everything to find out. I can't lose. 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 I can't lose.
Go, 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 shorty, it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a fuck, it's not your birthday. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bug. Mama, I got what you need if you need to feel a buzz. I'm into having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug if you're into getting rough. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bug. Mama, I got what you need if you need to feel a buzz. I'm into having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug if you're into getting rough.
You know what? I don't give a fuck, so here we go. Look, once upon a time, and I heard that I was ugly. Came from a bitch who nigga wanna fuck on. Said my face bump, ass tight, rack stuck up, shack height, jury on me flashlight. I've been listening last night, hit him with that good, make a nigga act right. Broke boys don't deserve no pussy. I know that's right. Big bag, pussy, not the belly band. Take a man, Balenciaga, got it back, and all these bitches fuck. It's big bags, pussy, not the belly band. Take a man, rockin' back, party back, and all you bitches fuck. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's up. Oh shit, I know that's right. Up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's up.
In love with the money, I ain't gonna lie.
Up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's up.
Baby, won't you come my way?
If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's up.
In love with the money, I ain't never like. Baby, won't you come my way? Baby, won't you come my way? They're like, baby, won't you come my way? To my track, when you let it hit the window. They're like, baby, won't you come my way? They're like, baby, won't you come my way?
I got my peaches out in Georgia. I get my weed from California. I took my pick up to the North, yeah. I get my life right from the source, yeah. And I say, oh, you call me late, I know you know I like it. Yeah, keep showing up your body, girl, don't hide it. When you talking to me, getting me excited. Rolling Cali, cause you know we gon' light it. All the things you know we could do in private. All the things you know we could do in private. Fucking with the mask on, just the way you like it. Have you scream all night, no silence.
Amazing. Ain't nobody watching go crazy.
Do it, do it, do it, do it now.
Baby, everything you do is amazing. Ain't nobody watching go crazy.
My back, my leg, my pussy, and my crack.
Pretty girl, baby, everything you do is amazing. Ain't nobody watching go crazy.
Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it now.
Everything you do is amazing. Ain't nobody watching go crazy.
My back, my leg, my pussy, and my crack.
Pretty girl, baby, everything you do is amazing. Ain't nobody watching go crazy.
Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it now. Lick it good, suck this pussy just like you should. Right now, lick it good, suck this pussy just like you should. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack.
Why you always
My
in
neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack.
Why you always in the mood?
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
I ain't tryna tell you what to do, but try to play cool. Baby, I ain't playing by your rules.
I am for real.
Why you always in the mood?
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
I ain't tryna tell you what to do, but
Everything's cool.
baby, I ain't playing by your rules.
Never meant to make your daughter.
In the mood. Why you always in the mood?
Never meant to make. Yeah.
Sorry, Miss Jackson. I know I've been rude, but I miss the attraction. We a little toxic, but we got passion.
Yeah.
We a little toxic, and I got distracted. She showed a little ass, and I had to go cash in. Couldn't imagine sex out of this world, like we fucking on Saturn. If I'm on the ball, like I've been playing Madden, but she swallowed it all, and that's how it happened.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, but that's how I feel.
Never meant to make.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, but that's how I feel.
Forever, forever, ever, forever, ever, forever never seems that long until you're grown. And notice that the day-by-day ruler can't be too wrong. Miss Jackson, my intentions were good. I wish I could.
I ain't tryna tell you what to do, but try to play cool.
Thoughts of she, thoughts of he, asking what happened to the feeling that her and me had. To know this, know that everything's cool. And yes, I will be present on the first day of school.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, but that's how I feel.
Baby, I ain't playing by your
I'm sorry,
rules.
Miss Jackson. Ooh, but that's how I feel.
Yeah, I like that.
Why you always in the mood?
Do you remember when we fell in love?
I remember, don't worry.
Do you remember? I remember how it all began.
How could I ever forget? It's the first time.
Do you remember?
I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. I can feel it. no curves. And I've been waiting so long. Now can you give me that back? Oh yeah. Can you give me that back? Come on. Baby, when you block my heart. Baby, when you block my heart. Baby, when you block my heart. Can you give me that back? Baby, when you block my heart. Baby, when you block my heart. Baby, when you block my heart. Can you give me that back? Can you give me that back? Can you give me that back?
Nothing but the truth now. Nothing but the proof of what I am. The worst of what I came from. Patterns I'm ashamed of. Things that even I don't understand. I try to fix it. I try to fight it. My head was twisted. My heart divided. My life so collided. I don't know why I didn't trust you to be on my side. We broke into a million pieces and we can't go back. But now we're seeing all the beauty and the broken glass. The stars are part of me, darkness and harmony. My voice without the lies, this is what it sounds like. Why do we cover up the colors stuck inside our head? Get up and let the jacket and just meet the light instead. Show me what's underneath, I'll find you harmony. Feelings and undefined, this is what it sounds like.
Take you home with me if I could tonight. Baby, I'ma make you feel so good tonight. 'Cause we might not get tomorrow.
She's indecisive. She can't decide. She keeps on looking from left to right. Girl, come a bit closer. Look in my eyes. Searching is so wrong.